doing? I'm so excited to see you. Yay, I'm so excited to see you guys. It's been so long since I've gotten on here and did paid readings. How are you guys doing? Oh, this side of the internet, we've already got one of the mods. Welcome in. And Aaron! Oh my gosh, guys, I missed you. Oh, I missed you guys. How are you doing? How have you been doing? I am doing fantastic. I am actually doing fantastic, guys. Lots of change going on in my life, but I'm feeling really happy. Feeling I've got good goals. Won't be able to stay for long, but I missed you. I'm happy you're here. Aww. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, guys. I'm happy to hear that you guys are doing good. Okay, so as per usual, guys, we're doing paid readings today. So if you'd like to get on my list, I have 6 to 8 card tarot poll. So it's $35 where you can ask one question, whatever you'd like, and it's just tarot. And then I also have $55 readings, which are longer in time. They're more in depth, and I use Oracle and Tarot. So I got like a level deeper with the actual message. So that's $55. Same thing, it's just one question. You can ask whatever you'd like. It can also be a general reading if you want. And if you want to get on my list is currently open. So you click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website. And on my website, there'll be an option that says support me, and you'll click that, and then you'll be able to type either 35 or 55, depending on which reading you'd like. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm excited to drop in, guys. I just finished doing breath work before this session, before our sessions here. Okay, oh, that's so much better. Okay, again, guys, hi, beautiful soul, hello. If you guys would like to get on my list, I have $35 readings, and then I also have $55 readings. So the difference between them is $35 reading is just tarot, so I still answer your question, get you the answer that you want. A $55 reading is more in depth with more details, and it's longer with Oracle and Tarot. So if you'd like to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, click on my website, and then you will find an option that says support me. You'll click that and you'll be able to type either 35 or 55. And you can put your question with your payment, or you can put your question with your payment, or you can just send the payment through, and then once it's up to you, it's your turn, I'll ask you and you can put it in the chat. Yes, mod it. Oh my gosh, hi Tiger Lily. Hello. Oh, we got a reading. Let's see who got a reading. Oh, 2 readings. Okay. Oh, I gotta connect this phone to the internet. Here we go. I know, right? Girl, I'm feeling the exact same way as you. Some of these comments are just so we don't need to talk about it. Don't matter, irrelevant. Erin! Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you got a reading. Okay, so you'll be first. And then, okay, we have 3 people on my list so far. Erin, and then Jen. And then Caitlyn got a $55 reading. Okay, so guys, I have 3 people on my list. 2 people that got a $35 reading and 1 person that got a $55 reading. So if you want to see what my reading style is like, aw, Erin. So I hope you get what you need out of the reading. So if you guys want to see what my reading style is like, or if you resonate with anyone else's questions, you can see the difference between a $55 and a $35 reading, then stick around if you want to get on my list. Also, the readings could resonate for you, even if you didn't actually pay for a question and you resonate with someone else's question, you could also resonate with someone else's message. So first we have Erin. Okay, can I read your question out loud or would you like me to keep it private? Hello, Soph. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing really good. Happy birthday, Aspen. Go ahead. Okay. It is noon. It's noon for me, guys. I have an opportunity to go to college early as a high schooler. Congratulations! Planning to get an associate's in art. Just wanted to see overall how my experience would be. What should I prepare for? Okay. I really like that. I'm actually feeling called to switch my tarot deck for your reading. I'm going to use this deck. It's like screaming at me. We got someone else that bought a reading as well. If you just sent a payment, I will put you on the list after this reading. Okay. I knew I was going to see this card. I was seeing this in my mind's eye, which is why I felt like I needed to switch to this deck here. Okay, wow. Whoa. Okay, the overall message, oh my gosh, this is so positive. So bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. So this combo entirely is with a 9 and 2 1s. It's like a completely new beginning, but with there being a 9 out here related to a card with cups on it, there is some type of something emotional that you're kind of being asked to let go of, or that you're going to be growing out of in this space. But ultimately, it's bringing you more clarity. It's bringing you more emotional fulfillment. This gives me amazing, fulfilling, but overwhelming. That's literally what this vibe is giving. So the first card out was the Two of Pentacles. And this is a card about like being busy and juggling, specifically talking about a college environment. Like I initially thought, oh, you're going to be busy, but that's not how it came through. It more so came through as like you're going to be juggling a version of you that was more comfortable in high school, and then a version of you that is now around people that are like older than you, or like people like right now you're like a big fish in a small pond, and then you're being put in a pond where people are the same as you mentally, but physically with the Six of Cups following that, you're still younger. So it does feel like right now you are adapting to a mindset where you're being seen a lot more. There's a lot of people around you that resonate with you, that see you more clearly. This is ultimately really positive for how you're going to feel. Like you're going to feel more seen. But on the subconscious part of the reading, there's almost discomfort within being seen. So I'm not sure if there's like some kind of identity that has been formed within you being in an environment where you are, I don't want to say like you're more advanced than the people around you is kind of what I want to say. Because we have the artist out here mirroring the Two of Pentacles. And this is a card of kind of saying, I know what I want. I see what I want. And I'm going to like work towards that. But then also underneath the Two of Pentacles, the people around me are so immature. And the thing I'm excited for is to meet more mature people. It's also scary. That's exactly the vibe I'm getting. But so the Hermit in reversed is in the upright position, which tells me you're coming out of a period of needing to analyze yourself, needing to look at yourself, needing to stay alone, needing to like stay in your shell, and that's being clarified with the Six of Wands, which is literally the card of recognition. So you're going to get seen by other people, but because it's in the subconscious part of the reading, it's almost like I have this manifestation and now I'm afraid to lose it. So it feels like it's going to bring up some fears of like not being good enough, because you're used to being like, well, of course I'm good enough. Like I'm more advanced than these people. Hi, Leah. But now you're like, these people are on my level, so I feel like it brings up a fear of not being good enough again. But I want you to recognize that when this comes in, it's going to bring up something about your childhood. So I want you to lean on that narrative specifically when these fears come up, is like learn how to nurture your inner child and look at friendships not from age, not from mentality, from like what feels good, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel fun. But again, like I said, on the bottom of the deck, this is a completely new beginning. There's going to be a lot of clarity that you get that helps you move towards closer when it comes to how you're emotionally treating yourself and when it comes to mental challenges. But ultimately, it is going to make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. It's just going to be a big growing experience. So I wouldn't be scared of anything. I just would recognize that it's a new phase of growth, and it's going to bring you really positive things if you choose to nurture yourself through the fear. Oh, thank you. Let me pin this, Tiger Lily. Okay, Erin, that's what I'm getting for you. Selena is also on my list here. Guys, I'm having so much fun. Oh my God, I missed going live with you guys. I like love doing readings. I'm having so much fun right now. Makes total sense. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I also get intuitively that there isn't anything you need to do to prepare for this. I don't know if you asked that, but that just came through really loud. Like, you are prepared. You're ready. Just go with the flow. Take small steps. Take every step as they come. I don't think it's something that you need to like look out for, be like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? This is something that's very guided in your journey. So go with the flow, take your time, and just ultimately trust right now that this is something that you've manifested. I'm cutting it to the stars. I'm saying that. It's like slow and steady. So when it comes to preparation, I wouldn't be stressed about that. Lauren is also here on my list. Yay, I'm so excited for you, Erin. Congratulations. That's huge. That is huge. You should be so proud of yourself. You smart little nut. Okay, next is Jen. Also, Erin, I'm not sure when you're hopping off, but I'm really happy you came in and got a reading. Thank you. Happy to see you again. Okay, so Jen, are you here? You're welcome. I'm sending you love, Erin. I wish I could see you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could see you guys, know what you look like. I only know what one of my live clients look like because she books one-on-ones with me. Jen, yes, I'm here. Okay, so Jen, you just want a general reading, right? You just want a general reading. So you don't want to lean towards anything specific, just general. After Jen, we have Caitlyn. After Caitlyn, we have Selena. And after Selena, we have Lauren. And that is my list right now. So if you guys want to get on my list, you can stick around to see what my readings are like. The next reading is going to be a $55 reading. So that's in depth with more details, and it's longer, and I use Oracle as well as Tarot. So if you want to see what that's like, stick around for the next reading after this one. And if you want to get on my list, I have $35 readings and $55 readings. You can click on the link on my page. You'll find my website. And on my website, there'll be an option that says support me. Whatever comes out. Okay, perfect. There'll be an option to support me, and you click that and you'll be able to type 35 or 55. And you can also put your question in there as well. So that is how you get on the list. I'm taking that. That's so loud. Wow. Okay, Jen, I'm immediately getting for you, like, there's something that you're playing small in your life right now. This could feel like habit-wise or career-wise. But you're holding on to something, like, out of a fear that if you don't, like, life is going to fall apart. Like, there's a really big vibe here coming through with that. Like, it's almost like with the 9 of Cups reversed, this could be something with your home life. This could be something with, like, 4 of Wands in the reverse position is coming through. So it's something you're procrastinating, but something that would make you feel more at home. This could be, like, an actual move. It could be a new hobby, a new habit. It could also be, like, a shift in career. But on the 9 of Cups here, she's, like, painting. She's literally painting out in the forest. But with it in the reverse position, it feels like you know there's something that would make you feel fulfilled. But then when it comes to your childhood is what's being triggered. You are the Empress right now. You're coming out as the Empress upright. So that is, like, abundant. I love myself. I take care of myself. I nurture myself. But ultimately, it's like something within your subconscious mind doesn't feel safe to take a leap to actually embody that energy through action. Because then on the left side, we have the Tower in the reverse position. And that talks about avoiding or, like, constantly taking actions out of scarcity or survival. Or it's like, if I don't do this, then my life is going to fall apart. If this happens, a disaster is going to happen. Like, there's a fear that something terrible is going to happen if you do or don't do something. 10 of Cups is sideways on the Empress. So it's like you have all of the tools that you need to choose more emotional fulfillment in your life. But the actual taking action on that is what's scaring you right now. Yeah, and then we have the 10 of Swords reversed with the Death. 10 of Swords reversed to me always speaks on living as if your life is the same as it used to, even though it's not. So in my past, I had this fear and this fear and this fear, and all of these things used to happen to me. And so because those things used to happen to me, I'm going to still live like that's my reality, even though none of those things are actually still happening. So it does feel like right now you're kind of being asked to look at what fears am I allowing myself to believe are true from my past that aren't actually happening right now. I did get your payment. Whoever sent to, I got 2 more payments, and I'll put you guys on the list after this reading. So ultimately, there's, like, a really big version of you that's dying out right now that's related to believing fears are true. So, like I always say, you have the option to recognize false fear and real fear. False fear is when your ego is programmed to believe that something is going to happen again because it happened in the past. So your brain says, hey, this happened before, this might happen again. And you choose to say, okay, I believe this, so I'm going to avoid this fear. I'm going to take an action to avoid this fear. Heal yourself. I always have the fear and I'm working on it. Did not feel like that. Okay, I'm going to give you some advice for that. But then also you can choose to say, something that I'm getting for you with the 10 of Cups sideways is, I can see the effort in your energy because, like I said, you're coming out as the Empress. You are the Empress. There's not any type of energy here that's related to lack, that's related to anything. It's mainly just kind of a vibe of, I want to heal, but I don't exactly know how. Like, I'm using the toolbox that I have, but the tools in there are rusty and they're not working anymore. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I think that for you, it could give you a lot of clarity. I just cut it to the Page of Swords here to ask yourself, what do I want my daily life to look like? Look at your manifested reality. What job do I want? If I want a relationship, how do I feel? And how am I acting in that reality? How am I showing up in that reality? What do my habits look like? What do I feel like? How am I being loved? How am I showing up for myself? And then whenever you have a fear come up, you get to align your action to that reality instead of aligning your actions to the reality of the past, which would be, this fear is true, so I'm going to take an action to avoid it. But if you're in your manifested reality, then you recognize that that fear isn't even present. That fear isn't there. So you choose to say, I recognize that this fear is coming up, but this isn't true for me anymore, so I'm going to do something different. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Because with the 4 of Pentacles, it's something that you're, like, holding on to. But ultimately, it's because I think you've put a lot of effort into healing yourself. Yeah, I'm cutting it, the Moon and then the Hierophant. You've put a lot of effort into healing yourself. So you're afraid of, like, messing up. That's how it feels. Like, you're afraid of going backwards. Something that I really want you to recognize is that the knowledge you have and the growth that you've had isn't going anywhere. You can't undo healing. You can't undo awareness. Like, that's something that you have. So going out of your comfort zone is something that's only going to expand your awareness. It's not something that's going to push you back. So with the Four of Pentacles, and then clarify the Four of Pentacles a little bit more. Knight of Pentacles, that's what I mean. This is literally because you put so much effort into something. It's giving me Nine of Wands energy. Nine of Wands is like, I've built a really strong foundation for myself. I've been through a lot. I've protected myself. I've grown for myself. And I'm afraid of somebody coming in and like breaking down everything that I've built. So right now, whatever that fear is for you, you're being asked to recognize, like, where in my life am I playing small? Where am I believing that my past fears are true? And how can I say, what is it that I want? And how can I make sure that every action I take is aligned to that reality? Whether that's a relationship, whether that's a job, whether that's habits or hobbies, that's something that you're being asked to embody, is intentionally aligning how you want to feel, how you want to act to the reality that you want, so you can genuinely create that. Because there are some fears that are still playing out. It's like working instead of feeling. It's kind of how the energy feels. That's mainly the energy that I'm getting. And what I'm saying here, we literally have the Magician, and then it's like the Five of Swords. Like, there's literally an energy here of not believing that something that you can manifest, like, is possible. So it's like you're healing. I need to heal to do this. I need to act to do this. I need to grow to do this, instead of saying, I just want to do what feels good for me. Like, that's the belief system that I'm getting. It's like choosing to do what feels good for you is going to bring you closer to your manifested reality. So you're choosing to say, how do I feel in the manifestation that I want? And how can I embody that? Instead of choosing to say that I need to do this first, or I need to do this first. It's 12:22 and there's 222 people in here. That's what I mean. There's so much heart chakra energy coming through for you. But you're needing to make some kind of sacrifice when it comes to acting out on your fears. Yes, so much. And then 234. Again, 234 people, which is steps. Accelerating energy. That's when the universe is like, take small steps. Like, you don't have to be like, let me go full throttle. It's like, right now for me, it's consciousness. Right now, how can I do something that aligns to what I want? Right now, how can I take a step that brings me to where I want to go? It's like every single second, every moment, you're asking yourself intentionally, what is going to bring me closer to the reality that I want? That's what I'm getting for you, Jen. Okay, I have 3 more people on my list here. We have Leanne. Yes, everything is true. Thank you so much. And yes, I swear I've been seeing the same numbers for a couple of days already. Oh my God, I'm so glad it resonates for you. I just want, like, the takeaway of your reading to be that the fears you have right now do not reflect the healing that you've done. So I want you to use, like, the awareness that you have of saying, I've healed, I've grown, I've become aware. Like, you've seen yourself do that and you have physical evidence of that. Use that as confidence to move forward, to know that your reality is not going to repeat itself because you've seen yourself grow. So you're safe to change is essentially the biggest message for you. Okay, next on my list is Caitlyn. I'm putting Leanne on my list as well. Aw, goodbye, Erin. Thanks for stopping in. I love you, Queen. And then we have Jasmine got a $55 reading. And we also have someone else just got a reading, Van. And then we also have Miriam got a 55. Stay hydrated. Yes, Queen. Hydrated. Did you get Ashley? Did I get Ashley? I don't think I have a reading for Ashley. Let me look again here. Erin, Jen, Caitlyn, Selena, Lauren, Leanne, Jasmine, Van, and Miriam. I do not have a reading for Jasmine. Or not for Jasmine, for, what did you say? For, oh, I think I just came through. Elise. Is that you? This one says oolong princess on YouTube though. Ashley. I haven't gotten it, Ashley. I didn't get it. Sometimes something with your card can come through. I just got another one. Let's see if it's you. Isabella. No. Okay, we've got a long list here going on today. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, Ashley. I have not gotten it. I don't know what happened here. I just wanted, can you check if it came out of your actual bank account? Because this has happened before sometimes with the card. I've had people that have to pay twice, but they only get charged once. So just make sure you check in your bank account and come back to me, and I'll be live for a while so we can figure this out. Okay, so on my list right now is Caitlyn. Caitlyn, are you here? I'm so excited, guys. I'm literally so excited to be live right now. Okay, waiting for Caitlyn. I'm gonna get another incense, guys. Hold up. I keep on fronting. They asking blood. Oh wait. Where's my lighter? Is it over here? Oh, here it is. Okay, Caitlyn, girl. I am not single. I have the best boyfriend in the world. Okay. Caitlyn, are you here? Have you guys seen? Oh wait, is this you, Caitlyn? This is the side of the internet. That's you, Caitlyn. Oh my gosh. Yes, this smells so good, guys. She's in chat. Okay. How to step into the highest version of myself. I love that question. I love that question, Queenie. Okay, as long as you guys say she's in the chat. Hello, Supreme. How to step into the highest version of myself. We're gonna do this deck, and we're gonna start here. This is a $55 reading, guys, so just letting you know, like, this is an in-depth reading, so this is what they're like if you're thinking about buying one. That's hilarious. 222. Mystical High Priestess. Okay, thank you so much, Tiger Lily. Mod of the year. Whoa. Okay, loud ass fucking message with you already, Caitlyn. Yep. Okay, girl. How this is coming through for you, I'm going to start with the base energy and then I'll get into tarot again, like after what I'm saying here. So we have Shadow Self, Crop Circles reversed, Ouroboros with the Merkaba, Anunnaki with the Galactic Federation. Something here that I'm getting with you is that it feels like right now when it comes to healing, you have an all or nothing mindset where it's like you're seeking validation that you are healing and that you are growing. So it's like, I'm going to meditate because it's good for me. I'm going to do this because someone else is doing this. I'm going to heal because it's good and it's healthy. But there's actually like a disconnect to your body. So you're seeking like egoic validation that I'm growing, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to doing, that I'm going to attract what I need to attract, instead of saying, this feels good for me. Like you're not correlating healing to actually feeling good in your body. And something that is really like getting out of the ego is recognizing that sometimes the most healing thing could be something that's not productive at all. So it could be listening to music and dancing in your room. And if that feels good for you, you're in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment is when you get clarity and it's when you get new perspectives. Because we only have like the forefront of our mind. So with Shadow Self coming through, it tells me that the forefront of your mind is filled with maybe perfecting yourself. Maybe it's filled with fears that you have. Maybe it's filled with expectations you have on yourself. Or it's filled with fears that you have from what might happen or what won't happen. So with that being said, when you're constantly taking action from those fears in the forefront of your mind, that's all you can see. That's the movie that's playing out. So when you take a second to dance or take a bath or do something that actually just makes you feel good in your body and that's the only purpose, you're choosing to turn those thoughts off just for a second. And then that gives you an opportunity to get a new perspective. That's something that I'm getting here. It's like instead of doing what's good for you and having an all or nothing mindset of I need to heal, I need to do this, soul search on what actually feels good for you. On the bottom, we have Arcturians, which is a card about soul searching. So I do think that your guides are really wanting you to take some more opportunities to go out of your comfort zone, specifically when it comes to getting new perspectives from other people. Anunnaki is being clarified by the Galactic Federation. This is giving me the energy that you could maybe have a mindset of like isolating yourself until you're ready, until you're good enough. So it's like, I'm not going to go out and do this because I'm not ready yet. I'm not going to go out of my comfort zone and hang out with other people because I'm not ready yet. I'm not going to get on a dating app because I'm not ready yet. Like there's some type of energy here of just being like, I'm not healed enough. When recognizing it's like you can't, like if you want to learn to play the guitar, you can't say, oh, I'm not ready to play the guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to start. Like you have to start to practice to get better. And if you don't practice, you're not going to get better. So like that's the kind of energy here is there is a distrust within you going out of your comfort zone when it comes to healing. So your guides are pretty much saying, prove to yourself that it's going to help you heal instead of believing that it's the end destination. Because it's actually not the end destination. What makes you happy is not an end destination. It's actually what makes you happy is an escalation to your growth. So that's something that's coming through loud here. Let me get into my tarot deck. I'm feeling called to use this one. You're breaking out of a really big cycle of not listening to your body. I made a bingo card to break my routine and do something fun. I've dealt with heartache, so the advice is helpful. Good, I'm so glad. That's amazing. I'm really glad that you're doing that. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles with the Chariot. This is something that's really significant for you I'm getting is actually connecting with other people. your guides want you to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to talking to other people. So this is literally putting yourself in a situation where you maybe have to be social. So this is like, I don't know, if you like poetry, go to a poetry slam. If you like dancing, go out dancing. If you are spiritual, take a yoga class. Like, there's something here about you actually putting yourself in an environment where you're with other people. With the Chariot as well, it's something that you have to consistently choose because your comfort zone is isolating yourself. Upright or reverse? Sideways. I feel like you stay in your house a lot. Like, that's specifically what I'm getting. On top of the section of Anunnaki in the Galactic Federation is the Four of Wands sideways, which is this energy. It's giving me, I don't know what the phobia is called, but it's like when someone is like, they're so comfortable in their house and it's like scary for them to go out. So it's not like social media, but it's like there is an intense fear of consistently getting out of your house. But it's like once you get out, you're like, oh, I feel really good. But the thought of leaving your comfort space is something that could be really hard for you. Yeah, agoraphobia. That's what I'm saying. It's something related to your confidence, though. I sometimes will isolate when I'm drained and not feeling great. I've got a confirmation from others about the social interaction. Yeah, judgment on the bottom, the star. You're ultimately getting a judgment call on how you perceive healing to be. And this is so fucking loud. Literally cutting the deck. We have judgment with the Hermit in the reverse position and the Ten of Cups. When the Hermit is in the reverse position for me, it usually means two things. In this context, this is your guides being like, it's time to stop analyzing yourself, analyzing your fears, saying, what can I do with this? How can I grow from this? And say, grow from a new experience. Experience something new and expand your mind. Try a new food and get a new feeling. Talk to somebody new and get a new perspective. Instead of sitting in your space and going like, I want to act like this, or I need to be like this. Where is this coming from? How can I analyze this? What pattern is this? Get a new perspective from something else, someone else, somewhere else. That's the biggest advice for you. This is really going to help you combine your masculine and feminine energies, and it's going to help you feel more confident about your healing. It's also going to make you feel more comfortable. That's a really big energy that I'm getting here. But with the judgment mirroring the Ten of Cups, there is also a vibe here that this could be something related to your inner child. Like, I think I encourage you to ask yourself, like, what from my childhood causes me to feel not confident connecting with others or not confident going out of my comfort zone? See, what I want you to recognize right now is what you just said. So I feel like I'm too much. So right now I want you to know that your feelings are valid, but that's a belief. Feelings can't change. Feelings are there and you need to feel them. Beliefs can change, but you can't change your belief unless you take action. So right now you recognize and you say, I feel like I'm not too much. So how can I create a coping mechanism that makes me feel confident to push through that belief and believe something different? So maybe that's creating a list of affirmations or writing yourself a letter and being like, if you're about to do something, you're like, I am enough. I am not too much. Talk to your inner child. Be like, I am safe. I am enough. I've healed. I attract positive experiences and I trust that. I deserve this. I deserve positive experiences. And then you choose to do something out of your comfort zone. And then that's going to get reflected back to you. And then you'll have maybe a conversation with somebody and that person doesn't make you feel like you're too much. And then your belief changes because you took action on disproving it. So right now you have the ability to find comfort in facing your fears. That's what you're being asked to do right now. What are my fears? What are my beliefs? How can I comfort myself to push through that instead of consistently believing it and allowing those negative beliefs to control my actions? That's what's coming through here. That's why it's the judgment, is because your guides are saying, like, you're doing this. You believe this and you're not changing because of it. You can still choose something different even if your belief says otherwise. That's the only way you can disprove that belief. So that's the biggest energy here. That's why we have the Ten of Swords with the King of Wands, because this is a masculine action-taking energy here. So that's mainly what I'm getting here for you, Caitlyn. Recognize your beliefs, comfort your beliefs, and choose to show up anyway. Josie, that means a lot to me because that's exactly my intention. That is exactly my intention. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm so sorry, Tony. I'm so sorry to hear that. Aw, I love it when other people resonate with others' readings. I freaking love that. Okay. Denise is also on my list here. So next on my list is Selena. So it goes Selena, Lauren, Leanne, Jasmine, Van, Miriam, Alisa, Isabella, and Denise. I'm excited for my reading. I'm next. Yeah, so Selena is up, right? Is that what I said? Yes. Selena! Okay, I see you, Queen. Can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Totally up to you. I'm having so much fun, guys. You have no idea how much fun I'm having. It's been so long since I went live. And so I feel like my battery's like fully charged, like fucking ready for you guys. Oh, Leanne, you are third in line. So it goes Selena, Lauren, and then Leanne. Private, please. Okay, I will not read it out loud. Okay, just clarity about your crush. That's all I'll say. Clarity about your crush. Welcome. First time I've been on here. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to... Okay, I'm gonna get copyrighted. I need to stop singing that. Aw, Sophia! I'm so happy. Feel good. Okay. Selena. This is so interesting. I was like not expecting it to come out like this. This is like a judgment call and also reassurance at the same time. That's literally how it feels. So on the bottom of the deck is Ace of Cups, King of Wands, and the Chariot. You said in your question, like, are they coming back? So obviously I don't know exactly what the situation is with this person. Ultimately, though, this feels like it's started to happen, but it's something that you're still working on, is actually detaching from the outcome of whatever the situation is. So like I said, a crush to me is like, I don't have expectations for it to go anywhere, but I enjoy thinking about this person. I enjoy talking to this person, and it's just like a fun energy in my life. It gets more serious, obviously, when you guys start to like communicate more or commit more. But there is something here about your mindset about this person is tied to like abandonment in some way. So you're like, oh, this person isn't reaching out to me, or like, are they gonna come back? Like, again, it's like the energy here of waiting instead of being like, I really like this person, like I'm gonna reach out to them, or like I'm gonna like be a team. That's how it's coming through. So the devil's coming through in the reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Is this person coming back? I honestly want to say yes, because we have the Star and the Knight of Cups. So it's like there's meant to be reassurance here to validate the fact that I think this person does have feelings for you as well. But I also get the vibe that they could have been going through something in their personal life that caused them to not be like fully available to just like drop everything and give a lot of energy to you. With that being said, your guides are wanting you to have a judgment call, like a perspective shift on independence in a connection. So it's like, if you're in the like, I want to be your girlfriend energy, then you're going to be in a vibe of being like, you need to chase me, you need to show up for me. You're not showing up for me, I feel left out. Instead of showing up as like a friend, like we're not in a committed relationship. I care about you. I want to talk to you. You haven't been answering me. So your first energy could be, hey, like what's going on? I've just been thinking about you. Hope you're doing good. Instead, your mindset is like, I feel left out and I feel abandoned, even though this person doesn't have any like soul commitment to you. Like you're personalizing it on an emotional level rather than actually showing up as like a committed like connection. I care about this person. So that's like a perspective shift your guides are wanting you to have. So I don't know if you've been feeling like you want to reach out to this person. If you do feel like that's something that feels right for you, you are being called to approach it like a friend. Like, haven't heard from you in a while. I miss talking to you. How are you doing? Something like that. But what's dying out is an energy of perfecting yourself. So it's like, they're not answering me because I'm the problem. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. And then therefore not doing anything. So it's like, because I'm victimizing myself, I'm not taking action towards the connection at all. That's something that your guides are wanting you to let go of. Like, it's a perspective shift that they're like, this doesn't serve you. This doesn't serve the kind of connection that you want. So that's the main energy here. I do think that there's potential for this connection, especially with the Ace of Cups and the King of Wands on the bottom, but definitely shift your perspective a little bit when it comes to like emotional expectations. I think recognize that you wouldn't be friends with someone that you don't like. So why would you want to date someone that you wouldn't be friends with? Prioritize friendship first. I knew it. I just had to hear it. Good. I'm glad it resonated for you. That one came through very, very clear. Yeah, I also hope that resonated for others. I think that's a really important thing in like connections, and it's really easy to get into the mindset of like, oh no, they don't want me, and then to kind of neglect friendship and equal energy. But it's so valid. Good. I'm glad. Next on my list is Lauren. Here's someone else bought a reading too. I need to put them on the list. Did they? No, I don't think so. I am still doing readings. If you want to get on my list, you can, of course, send a payment, $35 or $55. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sophia. It's so sweet. Lauren, I'm here, Queen. Hey, Queen. Okay, after Lauren, we have Leanne. After Leanne, we have Jasmine. After Jasmine, we have Van. There's more people on my list, but I'm just going to say those people right now. Okay, so Lauren, can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Totally up to you. Thank you, Marie. I love you guys. Thank you for all of your compliments and support. I'm having so much fun. I've seriously been like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks since I went live. I feel so recharged. You can read it. It's okay. Loki forgot what I asked. Me too, queen. Okay, so if you want to find the link here, I'm just going to describe how you can pay. So you go on my website, or you go on my page, my YouTube page, and then you'll click on the link and it'll bring you to my link tree. And then you'll click on my website, and after you click on my website, there'll be an option that says support me. You click that, and then you'll be able to type 35 or 55, and then you can send it over with your question. So that's how you're going to do that. I hope you're able to figure that out. What's your name? What was your payment under? What's the name? Okay, someone just sent a payment. Sorry, Lauren. Just want to make sure that I understand like the anxiety. Emma, I just got Emma's payment. I did not get your payment. Sagel. I'm gonna start with Lauren's reading. Okay, I need to read it. How is my boyfriend feeling about me? Oh my god, I love that question. Okay, how's my boyfriend feeling about me? I feel like when I come to him for things that are important to me or haunting me, he doesn't comfort me, and I am expecting in my head, which leads to arguments, and now I feel distant. Now I feel distant from each other. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm feeling called to use this deck. No, this one. I hope I can get you some clarity on this. Okay, I'll see what's up on my end. I hope you can figure it out. I'll check again after this reading just to make sure that your name is not in here. Can I get... No, it's fine. I don't need it. Okay, this is fucking insane. As I'm doing your reading, it's like, you know when you like need to swallow or you need to yawn and your ear feels plugged? All of a sudden, my left ear is doing that. And your left ear is representative of your receiving energy, your emotional energy. There is something here about your boyfriend having a habit to be emotionally avoidant towards emotions. So it's like you say something or you talk about your feelings, and it's like, it's for him, it's like that's not a big deal. So it's definitely invalidating energy. But immediately what's coming through, we have the Four of Swords with the Six of Wands. This is a prideful energy. So for your boyfriend to say, it's the energy here, this is how it is. If you're saying, I don't really feel heard by you, or I'm opening up and then they're not hearing you, if it's about your boyfriend having to take accountability, it's like your feelings are not my problem. That's like the prideful energy. But what's really happening is you're not saying my feelings are your fault. You're saying this is how I feel and I would like for you to comfort me. You know, like I can't choose. Something I think a perspective you could use as well is feelings are not your fault or his fault. Feelings happen. You're human. Feelings come, they're not good, they're not bad, they're not yes, they're not no, they're not black, they're not white, they just are what they are. So something that communication-wise is for you to kind of let your boyfriend know where you're saying, I'm not blaming you. I'm not telling it's your fault. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm saying I have these feelings and it would make me feel safe if you could comfort me in this way. It would make me feel safe if you could show up for me in this way. Because in the center, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed with the Queen of Swords reversed. I feel like your approach could be, and I don't want you to beat yourself up about this, but your approach could more so be, like, I don't feel heard by you. Like, you're telling him what he's doing wrong. You're telling him what he's not doing instead of telling him what he could do. So that is like a natural thing that I think feminine energies do, especially wounded feminine energies, is because we focus on how we feel. And when we feel negative, we say, I want to feel heard. You're not making me feel this way. You're not doing this, and this makes me feel not good. So instead, I think it could be beneficial for you to switch your approach and say, what do you want him to do? How do you want him to communicate? And how can you communicate to him and say, it would make me feel this way if you did this. It would make me feel this way if you did this. So then you're telling him, again, because there's a prideful energy here, this would make me feel accomplished if I treated her like this. Instead of, I feel like I'm always doing something wrong. So there is definitely like a mismatch in communication right now that's happening because of the fact that he definitely is a little bit emotionally unavailable. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords coming out. That's what I mean. He's definitely emotionally unavailable. So accurate, OMG. I'm so glad it's resonating for you. So you seem to be a little bit impulsive with your emotions. But again, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. This could come from having emotionally unavailable parents, emotionally unavailable dad, where it's like, I don't feel heard. And then I impulsively am like, I don't feel heard. This hurts me. Instead of saying, take a second. What do I actually want? I know that I don't feel good. What do I actually want? So clarifying here, this is actually your energy with Three of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor. This is the energy here of pretty much saying, I'm going to be the masculine that I want. How do I want my man to treat me? How do I want my man to show up for me? How do I want my man to make me feel? And how can I make sure that I communicate that in a way that is, this makes me feel safe. I want to feel this way. So, but it's not like a pushing energy, because I keep getting the Page of Wands for you and then the Page of Cups reversed, which is like, it's like seeking. It's like, I'm hurt, I don't feel good, and it's your fault kind of vibe. Yeah, Knight of Cups here. You're pretty much making it clear that because you feel like you're asking for too much, that's how your communication style comes through. Is like, you make me feel like I'm asking for too much. Instead of you saying, I know I'm not asking for too much, so I'm going to communicate to you in a gentle, soft way. So it's really switch in communication, I think, is what I want you to practice. And it's also, I think, recognize too, something that could help you is recognize what he's not giving to you. And you knowing that you can give that to yourself is going to help you approach it with more confidence. So if you want him to validate you, then take a second to take some space, write yourself a letter, validate yourself, do something that makes you feel grounded. So then when you communicate to him, it's coming from a place of want and teamwork, and it's not coming from a space of, I need you to deal with my emotions. I need you to carry this. It's coming from a space of, I know I can carry this myself, but I also want to feel this from you. So there is also a level of independence here integrating for you, saying, instead of being impulsive and immediately needing it from him, what do I need from him? How can I ground myself and then communicate? That's something that I think could really help him hear you more, because your intention is less like, I need you. So that's the biggest advice that I have here for you, is you're really being asked to ground into your emotions here. That's what I'm getting for you, Lauren. Okay, I think someone else bought a reading here. This resonates so much. Thank you. You're so welcome. I really hope this helps. I hope you and your boyfriend can develop better communication and you guys can hear each other. Do it, Sophia. Do a reading for yourself. Next on my list is Leanne. Hold on, somebody else got a reading. I need to put them on the list. We have Ania. Ania. Yes! Ania, I just put you on the list, Queen. Thank you for buying a reading. Okay, Leanne. I'm here. Okay, we have Leanne and then Jasmine and then Van and then Miriam. Again, there's more people on my list, but I'm just like going like 4 in a row. Okay, can I read your question out loud or would you like me to keep it private? On the list right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine people on the list. 4 of them are $55 readings, and then the rest, 5 of them are $35 readings. Okay. I'm in a pivotal moment in my career and love right now and want some clarity. I was wondering what my specific persons are thinking of me at this moment. I have multiple and they are long distance. I have multiple. Okay, I need to know how many because I need to do separate spread for each of them. So how many, and then the first initial of their name or their full names. If there's like 2, then I just need to know this one starts with an A, this one starts with a B. So I can decipher the different energies. Aw, thank you, Sophie. Oh my God. Guys, stop hyping me up. Just 2. Okay. Can I get the first Z and N? Let me write this down. Okay. How are they feeling? I'm switching decks. I'm actually feeling called to use a different tarot deck for each of them, which is so interesting. I'm actually going to use this one on the left. And this one on the right here. Aw, I love you guys. I'm having so much fun. I know I've said that like 7 times, but I just literally feel so happy. I'm going to start with Z, and then we'll do N after. I think I'm going to do them and then talk about after. I'll compare. Okay. I knew this shit was going to come out. Oh, I love you. This person, Z, really likes you a lot. It's really interesting how it's coming through. This is somebody that's trying not to be attached to you or trying not to be attached to the outcome. They're actually thinking very logically, but they have big feelings. 2 of Cups is out here as well as the Lovers, as well as the 3 of Wands, but followed with the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So there is kind of a vibe here of saying, I want this to go somewhere. I like this person. I could see this going somewhere. But I also recognize that it needs to be equal. There is a fear that it's not fully reciprocated. Your energy is coming through as the Queen of Swords sideways with the Hierophant reversed. You're doing things in a way that this person maybe hasn't dealt with before. Your energy isn't like, I'm all in, but you're also not, I'm avoiding you. Your energy's like Queen of Swords sideways. It's like, I'm kind of protecting myself from you, but I'm also giving to you. I'm not fully like, oh my God, you're not cutting in, I don't trust you, but I'm also not fully like, don't talk to me. Or like, oh my God, I love you so much. Your energy feels very much in the middle, and that's not something that he's used to dealing with. So there is a little bit of a guard up. I do feel like this person is dealing with strategy more than they're dealing with emotions. Their actions are coming from, how can I protect myself? How can I protect this future? What's right and wrong? Rather than actually fully embracing and following their feelings, because they don't feel like you're on the exact same page. Which, knowing that you're talking to somebody else, I think that does make sense. I don't know if they know you're talking to somebody else. Okay, let me pull for N. I think my cat likes you. That is so cute. Hi, kitty. Oh my God. You've got these people, like, low-key wrapped around your finger. It's my face, sorry. I had my guard up with him since he's not into long-distance relationships, but he ended up really liking each other before he moved. Yeah, he's definitely guarded. That makes a lot of sense. This other person, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, I want to pull for you in the center. Fucking 9 of Pentacles. That's what I'm fucking saying. I was like, you have these guys wrapped around your finger. It's literally how your energy feels. It's like you're not like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you with either of them. You're just kind of like, yeah, let me see what happens. Like, I'm good on my own. That's literally, and you're coming out in the center is the 9 of Pentacles. Ultimately, I'm going to tell you the difference that I'm getting between both of these energies and like the advice that you have moving forward with this. I really like the person on the left. I like Z. I like this person's energy. It's a little bit scared. Hello, Supreme. It's a little bit scared. It's a little bit logical, but it's coming from a grounded space. And you guys are actually matching each other's energy because you're coming out as the King and Queen of Swords. So this ultimately tells me that the more you open up to this person, the more you give, the more they'll want to give. So it's kind of like, I'm going to follow you emotionally. You're leading emotionally in this connection. This person has real feelings for you. This person feels like they idolize you. This is like obsession. This isn't love. That's how this person's energy is coming through. This is somebody that is emotionally immature, but they are genuine, but they're immature. So it's like someone that is like, I'm going to buy you flowers and I'm going to do gestures for you and I'm going to like love you out loud. But when it comes to like dealing with conflict or emotional maturity, they don't know how to do that. So Page of Cups, it's like the lowest form of emotional intention, but it's genuine. So with that being followed with the 9 of Wands, it actually feels like this is something that I didn't like in this energy is I kind of feel like this person is maybe relies on sex to avoid vulnerability. And I don't know if you guys have done anything sexual, but it kind of feels like there's this energy here of I'm going to build up to this. Like I'm going to swoo you so then I can get what I want. I'm not saying they only want intimacy, but I am saying that this is somebody that like I want intimacy because I don't know how to be vulnerable in other ways. This other connection, I feel like if you opened up to this person, to Z, this would be like we can build something, we can communicate, we can talk to each other, we can open up to each other, have fun stories, have good stories. But N is like, let's have fun. Like, it's like idolization because you're coming out as the Empress over here, which is great. But it's also being clarified with the full reverse, which tells me that this person's energy is extremely reckless and impulsive and it's not grounded. But I do think that they have a strong obsession and like sexual attraction to you. And that's something that it's controlling them because their lack of emotional depth within themselves. Like this person is not mature. Like you're the Empress and they're the Page of Cups. This is like all 4 of the queens together. This is the lowest form of emotional intimacy, emotional maturity. It's like, this is, I love you, but I don't know how to love. That's literally what this card is. So if I were you, like, I mean, keep feeling out whatever you feel. With you coming out as the 9 of Pentacles, I don't think you really have anything to worry about because you ultimately are not super, like, invested into either of them. I think it would be a good idea for you to just say, what do I want in a connection? How do I want that to be built? And how can I apply that to both situations and see which person is actually going to align with the values that I have in a connection? And that's going to speak volumes to you. So that's what I would say is just make sure you're also going out of your comfort zone with trying to connect to these people. And that's giving them an opportunity to show you who they are and whether they actually match what it is that you want. That's what I'm getting here for you. Leanne. I'm not loving N's energy. I just have to say that. Like, it feels like a teenage boy. Like, mentally. It feels like this person's like teenage boy. Not in a mean way. They're definitely not on the same level as you. I've studied my own psychology, and I'm like, I love, my boyfriend literally says it. He's like, you're like a philosopher. But like all of the perspectives I have come from like me studying like my own patterns, my family patterns, my own trauma. I'm trying not to be attached with the outcome, and maybe the best specific person win, whether it's them or better. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Yes, I think the 9 of Pentacles was confirmation that you're doing a really amazing job when it comes to detachment. So keep moving forward the way you're moving, but get clear on what you want. Yes. Okay, that was a fun one. All of my tattoos have meaning. Yes, they do. Okay, so next we have Jasmine. Next we have Jasmine, and then Van, and then Miriam, and then Alisa. And then there is more on my list, but we're starting there. Yes. I actually got this before I started YouTube. I've always loved strawberries, and my hair is like strawberry blonde. So I just like, that's why I called you guys strawberries. It's because it meant something to me before I started YouTube. Hello, Jasmine. Welcome back, my love. Okay, general energy reading. Maybe some love vibes. I feel a man on the horizon. Trust that feeling, queen. Okay, Jasmine, you got a $55 reading. I'm just gonna say again, so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 people on my list. And yeah, I have 8 people on my list. I'm about to do a $55 reading, which is in-depth. There's more details and it's longer, and I use Oracle and Tarot. And then also have a $35 reading, which is just Tarot. It's okay, honey. Oh, my cat is like trying to snuggle with me right now. And if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on in my page, and then you'll find my website. And then on my website, there'll be an option that says support me, and you'll click that and you'll be able to type in 35 or 55. She's like trying to cuddle with me down by my legs while I'm doing this. Just need to give her a quick cuddle. Oh, I love you, honey. Oh my God. Her name is Honey. Yeah, she's a lover. She's my lover. Sweet as honey. Yes, she is. Let me scoot over so you can lay down. There you go, honey. Just scooting. It's okay, babe. Okay, Jasmine. Let's get into it now. Sorry, I had to take a break for my kitty. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so Jasmine wants a general reading, potentially about love. All right, someone else just got on the list here. Let me put them down. Sedef. Sedef? Yes, you're on my list. You're on my list now. Okay, general reading for Jasmine here. This is not the deck I'm supposed to use. Seeing this one in the mind's eye. Jasmine, you're not going to believe the first card that just came out. Kindred Partnership. Oh my goodness. This is a number 1 card. Rainbows or hot air balloons could be significant for you. Wow, wow, wow. This is really loud here. Oh, Sophia. Oh, goodbye, Sophia. I'm sending you love. Thank you for all of the love here that you sent in this live. I'm happy you could pop in. Oh, shit. Oh my God, Jasmine. I love rainbows. That's just, that's like a sign for you. I just want you to look out for that. That could be really significant. This feels really big, Jasmine. Okay. Actually, I'm going to pull tarot before I say anything. Hold on. Oh my God, I know, I'm feeling pain. 3 of Swords came out, that's what I mean. Wow. I like literally want to cry, holy shit. This is, I just want to say, this is a really positive reading. 2 of Cups literally on the bottom. And the Lovers just came out as I'm saying that. Yeah, okay. Wow. Okay, wow, babe. Wow, babe. I feel like you've been through a lot. I have to say that. I feel like you have been through a lot. This doesn't just have to be like about relationships. This could be about like actual life situations. It could be about emotional invalidation. But ultimately, I just feel like you've endured a lot of pain. And that is so amazing. It's definitely made you strong. It's made you beautiful. It's made you bright. But I do feel like you've closed out an energy here of I'm doing it by myself. So you maybe have been the kind of person where you know how to look at your fears. You know how to recognize what you need or what you want from someone else and show it for yourself in that way. Like there is a sense of independence that you've actually given to your inner child. This feels less like an action and more like a conscious awareness over your emotional satisfaction. So it's like my inner child didn't get this and she deserves this. So it's not so much like, oh, I'm always giving it to myself or I'm taking myself on dates. It's more so of the energy of like, I know that I deserve it. I know that I'm healed enough. I know that I deserve this. I know that I deserve to not do this alone. That's how the energy feels. It's like a belief that you've created. You should be so proud of yourself. I just have to say that like it's coming through really loud. But there is something here about like you are attracting a partnership. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like kindred partnership, the Lovers, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, the Sun. We have like 5 cards out here that are indicating a relationship coming into your life. But I just want you to, something I want you to be prepared with is that this relationship is because your soul is ready to grow. And when you get into a connection and you've maybe never had the kind of love that you want, if you've reached the milestone of giving that to yourself, that's why playing it safe is in the reverse position, being clarified by the relationship card with the 3 of Swords. So there's some pain that you can't heal without the mirror of somebody else. I feel like I'm able to deliver this message because of experiences that I've had. But this is literally coming through as like, I am going to get validity of how much I've been through by receiving what I've never gotten from someone else. So you maybe could have even had the energy of like, I treat myself, I know what I want because of what I received from the fact that I say, I don't want this. I've gotten everything that I don't want, so now I know what I do want. But I haven't actually learned from saying, oh, I liked that this person gave this to me. I liked that this person treated me this way. It was more so like, I didn't ever get this, so now I know what I want. You know, like you learned to love yourself through pain, not through love and experience. So with that being said, your inner child is like ready to go on to a journey where you get loved, and it's definitely going to be something that's scary. It's going to be something that brings up some accountability into your actions, but ultimately it's going to help you let go of a mindset of feeling like you don't deserve it. This reminds me of like the poem I wrote yesterday, and it was like, I choose to believe that the love that I deserve is greater than the belief that it doesn't exist. So like that's something that you're really being asked to lean into to prepare for this. My only advice for you right now is that on the bottom we have decrease and then the sacred temple. So there are some things in your life right now, even in your consciousness. This is a cycle card. So this could be a mindset that's related to other things in your life. Take that however it resonates. Maybe it's about work, maybe it's friends, maybe it's something else, like you're gonna know what it is. But there is an energy here of you needing to ground in every single day to make sure that you have something that's making you feel loved and safe and comfortable. So you're grounded. So this could even just be like, I'm going to color every day. I'm going to sing. I'm going to dance. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to take a bath. Like it's you actually prioritizing, making sure that you're saying, I know I deserve this. I know, to that inner child energy again. Like, I know I deserve this. I know that my inner child wants this. I know that it may be scary, but it's okay. I deserve it. I want it. I'm here. I'm going to show up for myself and give myself the feeling of deserving. That's something that you're being asked to like attract this. Ultimately, though, I don't think this is something that you need to control. There's not really something you need to do. Just making sure that you're practicing and prioritizing feeling deserving of something so you don't run away from it when it comes into your life, because it does feel like it could be very emotionally overwhelming. And I don't want that. Like, I want you to remember this. When it happens and you get overwhelmed or you get emotional, that does not mean that this love is not good for you. It doesn't mean you're codependent. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't mean that it's toxic. It just means that that person's love is shining a light on some kind of darkness that you felt in the past. So I just feel like there could be a tendency for you to be like, why am I falling apart right now? So me saying this, like, I hope this comes up for you when this happens and you remember and you're like, this doesn't mean that it's toxic. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that I'm healing a new layer of the onion that I wasn't able to heal without the compass of somebody else, without the mirror of somebody else's love. So yeah, but definitely get clear on what it is that you want and make sure that you're taking actions to feel deserving of that. That's my best advice here. Yeah, this is very, very sweet. I like it. This is big. This is like going to be a really big shift for you. This is like very, very big. We have a lot of cycle cards out here, and a lot of them are 3 and 5. So you're not really doing things alone anymore, and that could be a really big shift in how you usually do things. Aw, Cyber, thank you. Jasmine, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited for you. Aww. Aw, thank you, Iris. I love it when people call me cool. It's like the biggest compliment ever. You are so much, you're so much, Jasmine. You're so welcome, Jasmine. I really love delivering that message. Oh my gosh, someone just became a Supremie. Hello, welcome. Okay, next we have Van. Van is on my list next here. Van, and then Miriam, and then Alisa, and then Isabella. And there's more on my list. I think then it goes Emma, Ania, Denise, Sedef. But right now is Van. So Van, where you at? And can I read your question out loud, or do you want me to keep it private? Where's my kitty? Honey, come here, honey. Come here. Come here, honey. Vestro! Wait, is that Van? Oh, wait, this is Van. You can read the first part out loud. The first part. I'm not sure exactly where to stop, so maybe I should just keep it private because I don't want to invade any privacy here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your month has been rough. I hope it gets better. Okay, I'll just read it private and I'll just like summarize it. I do remember your name. Okay, let me see here for Van. I'm laughing at your message. Okay. Okay, so pretty much advice on starting a new career path, new creative career path. That's what I'll say in case anyone else resonates with that. Should I use this? No, this is not the deck I need to use. Oh, this is awesome. First time seeing this. Welcome in. Welcome in, queen or king. I don't know your gender. This is the deck I'm feeling called to use. I actually love that idea, like a short little guided meditation. Okay. Discipline is needed right now in this situation. This is really loud here. So there is like a controlling energy, and it feels like right now, this part is meant to be validating. I do think that in the past, there has been a belief that you have to suffer for your success. Like there's this type of energy here where I have to like push hard, I have to work hard, I have to carry a lot on my back, and that's like kind of my identity. You now know that that's not how you want to live, but you don't know how to live any different. That's how it feels. It's like, I know that I don't want my identity to be like suffering every day and working hard and just like accepting or submitting to a life that doesn't make me happy, but how do I do something different? That's why you're in such an uncomfortable energy right now. But what this mindset causes you to do is it causes you to look at what your life looks like rather than what it feels like. So right now, when it comes to this new project that you're working on, you're focusing on what it looks like, what you may look like, how you may be perceived, or if you're starting something new and it's not getting a ton of views or it's not getting a ton of likes, like how someone else might see that. Instead of saying, did I actually feel good doing it? You're being asked to recognize the negative patterns that you have and not let it control your actions. Can you change the fact that you have negative thoughts? Absolutely not. But can you change how you respond to those thoughts and nurture yourself anyway? Absolutely. So something you're being called here to recognize is that when you are choosing to move forward in this anyway and say magician reverse with the judgment here, this is saying, I feel like I don't have the tools. I feel like I don't have the tools that I need to actually make this happen. You know that's not true. You know that's not true. That's why the judgment is out here in the subconscious part of your reading. So it's pretty much saying, I'm going to choose to move forward anyway. I'm going to choose to trust in something that I can't see, and I'm going to take a step towards it every single day. Every single time you take a step, 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords. This is you saying, where's my mind going? What am I choosing to focus on? Am I choosing to focus on how someone else is perceiving this? Am I choosing to focus on what I'm not getting? And if you recognize that, Queen of Swords, discipline, how can I actively choose to shift my focus? So if I'm feeling insecure or I'm feeling not good enough or I'm feeling like someone might see this or someone might see that, then I'm going to do a meditation for confidence. Then I'm going to write myself a letter telling myself that I'm good enough and that I deserve to do something that makes me feel good and that I can believe in myself. I'm going to take an action. Sorry, I just got a weird text. I'm going to take an action that makes me feel better after I've observed what I'm choosing to focus on. So we have the Queen and the King of Swords out here, which is very much like discipline and logic. You're being asked right now to choose to comfort yourself regardless and observe your mind. Disidentify yourself from your thoughts, knowing that it's not the reality that you want to live. Ace of Swords is mirroring the Page of Swords. So the clarity you're going to get is by actually observing how you think and changing how you act. Ace of Pentacles is mirroring the Nine of Pentacles reverse. So I flipped it and it was in the reverse position, and then I flipped it twice and it went upright. So there is an opportunity like waiting for you. It's something that's actually like being held for you. That's how it feels. With it mirroring the Nine of Pentacles reverse though, this is going to come when you feel like you deserve it. So right now, you're taking action and I want you to keep taking action. But as you take action, like I said, ask yourself, what am I focusing on? And just be honest with yourself. It doesn't have to be positive. It doesn't have to be negative. Just authentically say, what am I focusing on right now? And if that's something negative, 5 of Cups energy, nurture that negativity. Nurture it in a way that says, how can I combat this and comfort myself like a mom or like a dad or like a boyfriend? And be like, don't focus on that. Focus on the fact that it feels good for you. Like, this feels good for you, and that matters. Keep moving forward. You deserve this. That's the kind of energy you're being asked to nurture yourself with, as if you would want, how you'd want a partner to talk to you, or how you would want your parents to talk to you. How would you want someone else to say when you recognize the fears that you have? But observation is important for you. Consciousness, observation is really important for you right now. So that's mainly what I'm getting for you, Van. You have the tools. You just don't feel like you do. So prove to yourself that you do. Oh, that's a cute little emoji. Oh my God. Okay, that's what I mean here. You can be a mod again. Loved it. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. I'm so excited for you. Don't let those fears stop you. Don't let them stop you. Oh wait, I did Jasmine. I didn't put a star by her name. Okay. Next is Miriam. So we have Miriam, and then Alisa, and then Isabella, and then Denise, and then Emma, and then Ania, and then Sedef. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. But Miriam is up right now. Okay, before I do your reading, Miriam, before I continue, I'm just going to take a second to close my eyes and meditate. Because I feel like whenever I go live, I kind of like will burn myself out. And so I need to take just like a quick break, like for just like a minute. Because I'm feeling a little drained. So 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. I feel so much better. I nearly needed to do that. Okay. Miriam, I saw that you're here. Do you want me to read your question? Can I read it out loud or would you like me to keep it private? I was told to contact the seller. I'm not a troll. This is a rough experience I've had with this. Honestly, there's nothing I can do. Like, if I'm not getting the payment, there's nothing I can do. Because the corporation is through another website. So the best thing that you could do is if the money did come out of your bank account, then you'll have to message, like, SnipFeed, like, help. Like, you'll have to contact in some way, like, SnipFeed help. Because if I'm not getting the payment, there's nothing I can do because I'm not in control of the website. Okay. New follower here. Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining. What do I need to do to bring the energy of love and lasting relationships into my life? Been single for a while and I'm super independent and anything in general that is wanting to show up. Okay, Miriam, and you got an in-depth $55 reading. We're gonna do this one here. Oh my god, this incense smells so good. Holy shit. If you'd like to pay for a reading, you can click on the link on my page and then you'll click on my website, and on my website there'll be an option that says support me, and you'll click that and you'll be able to type in either 35 or 55 and you can send it with your question. Okay, Miriam, this is really interesting here. I get the vibe that, so you are very independent. It feels like you could have maybe struggled with codependency in the past. Maybe in the past you would overgive to people that didn't necessarily deserve it. The main energy that I'm getting for you, though, is you're not in this energy anymore, but it has created a trust issue that you have with yourself that's being projected onto other connections. So ultimately what I'm getting here is you're being asked to recognize a pattern that you have in not allowing yourself to open up to other people, believing that they're going to act a certain way or that the connection is going to be a certain way. There's some type of belief here that's like, I have to protect myself. So it's like the fear that I have, like this person is going to be invalidating. This person is going to be this person is going to be that. It's like you're looking for something negative to happen in the connection, which kind of causes you to avoid it. What you're being asked to do is look at people as if it's the first time you're ever meeting them. And know that you don't need to look for something to go wrong. You don't need to protect yourself immediately from the jump. All you have to do is be authentic in the connection. And then if you recognize in the moment, oh, this person doesn't make me feel safe. This person said something that doesn't make me feel good. I opened up and they didn't respond in a positive way. You then have the option to take a step back. But you don't need to protect yourself unless someone gives you a reason to protect yourself, to be guarded. That's a big energy that I'm getting here for you because we have water and air out here both, but they're reversed. So that tells me like there is a disconnect when it comes to maybe being too logical in connections, which is like having your sword up, being guarded, and then water being in the reverse position, like a fear of getting too emotionally invested and then getting hurt. So you're actually being called to put yourself out there in more connections. Like this is giving me dating energy where you're maybe if you date, you're probably not going to meet your husband like the first time you go out on a date. You know, you might have some things that you like about it and some things that you don't, but ultimately you know that even if it doesn't go the way you want, that doesn't mean you're just going to like completely give up on love. That means you're going to recognize what you liked and what you didn't, and then you can move on to the next date and integrate the experience that you had. But when you choose to date and you've been codependent before or you've been avoidant before, you're choosing to actually build trust with yourself to know that I can trust myself to not become attached to something that's not good for me. I can trust myself to walk away if it doesn't feel good. I can trust myself to recognize an energy that feels a little sneaky. But if you're isolating yourself and consistently believing that you can't trust people and you don't open up, then you don't have experiences to know that you can see it or you can't see it. So it's like there's a pattern that you have here when it comes to this. I did get your payment. Yes, I just got the email. I got your payment. So you are on the list now. I'll put you on the list after I am finished with this reading. I'm going to keep going here, Miriam, with tarot. Yeah, okay. Spot on. Good. I'm so glad it's resonating for you. There's a lot of... You're lacking clarity. It's what I mean. This is how it's coming through. It's like you say you're going to take a class about accounting and say you know nothing about accounting. And you're like, shit, like I'm so stressed out. I don't know anything about accounting. Like I'm so scared. And then like you don't take the class. But it's like, how are you going to learn about accounting if you don't take the class about accounting? Like that's the energy that I'm getting. It's like, you're afraid of something happening, but you're not allowing yourself to actually gain the knowledge from the experience. So it's like detach yourself from the outcome of meeting people or going on dates or putting yourself out of your comfort zone, whatever that means to you, and choose to recognize that an experience, positive or negative, is going to give you clarity to actually trust yourself. But your mindset right now, it's like keeping you stuck. That's what I mean. Queen of Swords reversed on the bottom. Yeah, there's like a very guarded energy. Your guides are like, you can't learn something if you don't go to the class. Like, go to the class. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I love that. So this experience is actually meant to be empowering for you. We have the Emperor and the King of Cups coming out. This is feeling like it's your energy and someone else's. I do think that there's someone on the horizon for you I don't think this is going to be like the next person you meet, but I do think that you are in alignment to, again, if you continue with this lesson, you are in alignment to attracting somebody that's actually emotionally available, that wants to show up for you. But right now, if you don't believe that you can open up to that, like, we attract people that treat us the same way we treat ourselves. So if you don't open up, you're not going to attract somebody that opens up. You have to like actually actively do that. So you say, hey, I'm ready for this. I want this, and I'm willing to do. So the distrust is coming from the fact that you've built a strong foundation out from a really long time. And this, again, could have been a lot that you've been through. It could have been bad situations, bad relationships, maybe childhood energy. But ultimately, you've had a slow journey, but it's been one that has created something good from that. Now, your guides are like, use that foundation to prove to yourself that's like, I built this car from the bottom up, but I'm not going to drive it though. Your guides are like, you built this car, drive it. You were the one that built it. You know how stable it is. You know that you did everything right. Drive the freaking car. Like, that's the vibes that I'm getting. We have Gray's short in the reverse position here with the Justice reverse, which pretty much tells me that the empowerment for you is speaking up on what you want, communicating your standards, knowing what you want, and knowing that it's safe for you to value and protect how you feel. Someone that's codependent or emotionally avoidant is going to say, I want this connection, so I'm going to ignore all of the red flags and I'm not going to check in with how I feel. You're not that person. You're not that person. Even if you used to be that person, you're not that person anymore. You care about your feelings. You'll be aware of what happens, and you will be checking in with how you feel. But you can't prove to yourself that you can protect your emotions if you avoid something out of fear that you're not going to be able to handle it if it's not positive. So ultimately, I do think at the beginning of your dating experience, if you just put yourself out there, you might have some experiences that are not exactly, they're not like traumatic, but they're not exactly what you want. And then your response to that will be King of Cups. Your response to will be, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with me. This person just wasn't meant for me. I'm going to continue to validate myself and continue to show up. That's the energy here that makes you feel empowered, is recognizing that good or bad, you always have the control to make yourself feel comforted. And that's the kind of energy that you're attracting by opening up your heart and putting yourself out there. So I'm literally seeing, like, I don't know if you want to do like a dating app, or if you just want to put yourself out there more and do different experiences, but that definitely is something you're being called to do. But when you're doing this, you are attracting this energy. So don't be in a rush. Don't grasp onto an expectation, but open yourself up in a way that's a little bit scary to prove to yourself that you're not like isolated and alone, and you actually can have connections, and you can trust yourself to not be codependent, to not be in something that doesn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, to trust, to know that you're going to see that and you will protect yourself. That's the biggest vibe here. You have the knowledge, you just need the clarity through action. So that is what you're being called to do. Miriam, that is what you're being called to do. Oh, Iris, I'm so glad. I hope your day is really good. Thank you, darling. You're so welcome. I'm really happy it resonated for you. Okay, next we have Alisa. Okay, so we have Alisa, Isabella, Denise, Emma, Ania, Sedef, and Kelly. Kelly's also on my list here. Okay, but next right now is Alisa, not Anisa, Alisa. Thank you. Okay, Alisa said I can share hers. I just want to make sure you're here before I start. I am. Okay. I'm struggling with a lot of tower moments in my life in many aspects, things ending and circumstances becoming insanely difficult, mostly financial and family, and I'm feeling deep loneliness as well, unfulfilled in friendships. I can go on. I can go on feeling scared and hopeless, wondering if you can look into this. I also have plans to become a Reiki practitioner as I am certified. I feel a lot of doubt in myself. Any advice or anything you see regarding to this path? I'm already channeling for you. I already feel like I know it's going to come through for you. Okay. Thank you for being so vulnerable and letting me share that. Okay, let's see what comes through for you. I need to I know what your guides want you to do. I already know it. Whoa. Decrease is literally on the bottom. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay. There's a feminine energy in your life that's like really affecting you bad. This might be your mom. This is like a mother card that's coming through on the bottom in the reverse position. I want you to take this out, resonates, but it's a really wounded feminine energy, and it's something that has a big influence over your subconscious mind. So the reason why I'm bringing that up and it's on the bottom of the deck is because it feels like this is like a main force of something that's mirroring to you what you need right now. So if this is a mom and this is something that you're like not getting from her or something that you want from her, this is an exact compass of what you're needing to give to yourself. And this is how you're going to do it. So first we have deception coming through with family, friends, and guides. Right now, you're being called to, and it's so interesting, the transformation card is underneath family, friends, and guide. And look, she literally has her hand on her heart. You're a Reiki practitioner. A confirmation burp. Immediately what I'm getting is, if you're not feeling super confident in your ability to do Reiki, or it's like you're not feeling confident to perform on other people, I don't know if you already do this, give yourself Reiki and recognize how it helps you. Recognize how it clears your mind. Recognize how it actually shifts your energy. And that gives you confidence and validity to know, wow, I really am good at this. I really am doing this because I'm using it on myself and I'm actually noticing a difference. So if I do it to myself, why would this not help and heal other people? That is actually something very loud that your guides are being asked to do, is recognize that you've already reached some kind of achievement, but the only thing that's slowing you down is a perception of someone else. And with deception being clarified with intuition and manifestation, the devil is on the bottom of my deck right now. It actually feels like literal energetic ties, which is, again, Reiki. Like if you're a Reiki practitioner, you know the depths of energy. You know the energy that you don't even need to talk to somebody for that energy to be negatively affecting you. So right now, I think that it could be really important for you to use that as a way to transform yourself right now, to protect your energy, to clear out any blockages. If you notice you need mothering energy, go to your sacral chakra and give yourself mothering energy. If you notice that you're feeling self-doubt, clear out your third eye. Pull out negative energy from your third eye. Like, actively recognize what you need and do something about it to make you feel more confident about the creative endeavor that you want to actually embark on, that you want to pursue. So creative endeavor is literally coming through here, and it's a number 8 card. And 8 for me is a card about going in circles. You know, it's like if you're in a racetrack, you're just going to keep going until you actually choose to exit the racetrack. That's what you're doing right now, is you're saying, I have this mindset right now, and a lot of things are happening, but I have the key. I can exit it by actually doing something about it. And this is being clarified with courage, which is an energy card, and it's number 1. This is revitalization of energy. It's you actually proving to yourself that you have armor, you have protection, you have something to do to clear this energy out. So with that being said, on the end here, we have great gratitude, which is a consciousness card. This is actually shifting. The more you clear out your energy, this is really shifting your ability to believe in yourself, because you have great achievement and milestone. You're already there. Like, that's the thing. The reason why things are falling apart is because if you are actually energetically on a different level than what you were before, it's like energy attracts to energy. So you're now vibrating with love, and you used to vibrate with fear. So now the things in your reality, they don't align. So now anything that comes in with fear, it's going to fall away. Fear, it's going to fall away. Fear, it's going to fall away. And that's because you're energetically rising above those circumstances and the energy of the people around you. So I want you to use that as energetic validity from the fact that you have changed. You're already there. Now you're just adapting to the changes that your energy is causing in your reality. And the way that they want you to adapt to that is by using what you already know you can do on yourself. Energy work is like really loud. I'm actually going to get into my angel deck here for you. Yeah, we have fresh air. Get outside. There is so much here about, like, when things get heavy, I really think it's so important for you to, I don't know if you analyze yourself a lot. I don't know if, like, when things get heavy, I want you to take yourself outside. I want you to go on a walk. I want you to lay in the sun. I want you to feel the breeze. Go to your 5 senses. The fresh air card to me always talks about the 5 senses, and I think right now things can be very overwhelming for you because of what's changing in your reality. So ground in and then listen. Yeah, you're literally being called to, it's like, sit in quiet energy, silent energy. And then cleanse and detoxify with let your past go. That's exactly what I mean. Cleanse and detoxify is literally the energy work thing that I'm saying, that I'm talking about. Send it out, please. Listen just came out. This card, I'm actually going to read this card. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desires' manifestations. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Notice how this card says that everything has already been taken care of. That's the energy that I'm channeling for you. It's like you're already there. Yeah, and then we have giving and receiving coming through. You're not receiving enough, which is why they're wanting you to give to yourself. If you know anything about Reiki, then you know that source is unlimited. Your crown chakra, if you're feeling drained and you feel like you're giving a lot and you're not receiving from anyone, you're alone, close your eyes and meditate and open up your crown and call in source energy. Literally picture white light coming into you. That is an unlimited energy source. It's not physical, it's not a human, it's not a hug, but it is an unlimited energy source. Especially with you being a Reiki practitioner, you if anybody would know that. Look what's on the top of the deck. Energy work. Reward yourself. Your guides are literally like, give yourself what you know you want to receive. The illusion right now is that I'm not getting it from the people around me, and my physical reality is not giving to me. But if you know energy, you know that you can give that to yourself, and it's a feeling, and getting past what the physical need for it up. The clarity is going to come from filling yourself up, and then that is going to help you push forward into this new energy that you're going into. But there is a need here for you to be assertive with yourself when it comes to not taking things too seriously and trusting in what's happening, and when you're overwhelmed, nurturing yourself. Okay, so that's what joy is literally on the bottom here. That's what I mean. I would really focus on your heart chakra and your sacral. That's where I'm getting right now. Your heart and your sacral are very important right now. Welcome, Strawberry. Yes, that's what I'm getting for you, Alisa. That was like so loud. And I was already getting that message when I read your thing. It came through so freaking like loud. Thank you. You're so welcome. I really hope that resonated for you. I hope that gave you clarity and faith. And I hope your situation improves. I know it will. I have no doubt about that. Okay, let's see. Next on my list here. Next we have Isabella, and then Denise, and then Emma, and then Ania, and then Sedef, and then Kelly. Okay, so I like to go live once a week. That's really I usually will go live on, like, I don't know, so it's Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, usually. But just subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you get notified when I go live. Aw, I'm glad you related. Okay, yeah, so Isabella, are you here? I think it goes Isabella, Emma, Denise, Ania, Sedef, Kelly. I think that's how my list goes right now. Here, Isabella. Okay. Can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Totally up to you, Queen. Aw, thank you, Lila. I appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Gotta protect Mother Hailey. Thank you. I love it when you guys call me Mother. I'm a mother. Okay, wait, did Isabella say if I could share her question? I'm just gonna read it. I won't read it out loud. I'll just read it right now. Oh, wait. She did. Okay, wait, so she said I can share it? How does your sister feel about you? Oh my God, I like that. I'm gonna write that down. You can, yes, love. Okay, thank you. Okay. I do have a butterfly tattoo. Not to be sobby or anything, I am feeling extremely lost right now in absolutely every area of my life. I feel this strong need to disintegrate and be reborn. I'll be honest, I have no idea what to ask for, so whatever comes through, comes through to you the strongest. I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for being so vulnerable. Okay, so Isabella, you got a tarot reading. I think I'm gonna use this deck here. I think I could take maybe one more person. My list is kind of long though, but if you want, I think I could take one more person. Okay. Okay, there's a need here for awareness. Yeah. Whoa. I'm for sure getting a father wound here. I just have to say that a father wound causes you to emotionally overgive to things without the awareness that you're actually emotionally overgiving. So something that I'm getting for you right now is you're very much in like a stuck energy of kind of feeling like you always need to protect yourself, or you need to act a certain way, or you need to do certain things. But then like knowing that you need to do things, this is how your energy feels. I could imagine that you maybe could get overwhelmed on like, I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do. And then you go towards something that you always go towards. And it either gives you instant gratification or it doesn't fulfill you. And then you're stuck in the same place. There's a recognition here that your guides want you to have to initially say, what am I giving to that doesn't make me feel good? They want you to become aware of what doesn't fill you up. So this could be even something that makes you feel good for a second, makes you feel good for an hour, and then when you get back, you still don't feel fulfilled. Maybe this is friends. Maybe this is saying, am I getting whatever I'm giving? You're coming through as the Queen of Cups reversed, which tells me that your energy is depleted right now. Your energy is tired. So this is the vibe here where it's, with the father wound coming through, I have always given more than I've received. So it's what I'm used to. But then you feel depleted and you don't know why you feel depleted because you're just acting with the consciousness you have. So right now with the Page of Swords, it's like winter. Winter is always the energy here of slowing down. It's stillness, it's observation, it's seeing things more clearly. And in this, she's wearing a white dress, which is purity, and she has her hands on her head with a crown. A crown energy is seeing things from a different perspective. There is something here about your guides asking you to recognize, am I getting what I'm giving back? Like that is the biggest here with my friends, with my family, with anything. Am I actually receiving from these people what I'm getting, what I'm giving? I feel like with the Queen of Cups reversed, the answer is definitely no. So with that being said, and the King of Pentacles being in the reverse position here, I think it could be really beneficial for you to ask yourself, what is it that I want from someone else? Or with the Queen of Cups reversed, where am I overgiving? And how can I give to myself what I'm overgiving? Someone that overgives emotionally, they give to others what they actually want. So if somebody is going to just give their whole entire selves to somebody, they actually want someone to give their whole entire selves to them. So that's a pure compass to say, if I'm overgiving to my friends and I love them unconditionally, I validate their feelings, I make them feel seen, I will always drop anything to make sure they feel good, you want someone to do that for you. But the wound is you attract people that treat you the same way you treat yourself. So if you're over giving to something and you're still giving to it, even though it's not giving back to you, you're devaluing what you actually feel as if you deserve. You're saying, I don't feel valued. I don't feel like I'm getting something in return, but I'm still going to keep giving anyway. So then you attract people that don't give back to you because you're not giving back to yourself. So there is something here for you to kind of like become aware of this and start nurturing yourself the way that you nurture, or nurture yourself the way that you want to be nurtured. And this can be really overwhelming. Your guides are asking you to have discipline when it comes to this energy. So this is pretty much saying, I'm going to choose to be aware of what my intention is. I'm about to give to this. And I know that this is not going to give back to me. So instead, I'm going to choose to give to myself. If this feels confusing for you, go to the 5 love languages. This could be, do I want physical touch? Do I want words of affirmation? Do I want gift giving? Do I want quality time? Do I want, words of affirmation? You know, write yourself a letter, take yourself out to dinner, or draw yourself a bath, cook yourself a meal. Like actually do something where you feel nurtured, you feel valued, you feel good, instead of just giving to something hoping that you get something in return. So again, for you, this could be like smoking, it could be partying, it could be friends, it could be giving to family, it could be social media. Ask yourself, what do I go to when I'm seeking something emotionally? And what am I seeking? And instead of going to this thing that I think is going to fill me up that I know doesn't, how can I actually give to myself instead? That's the biggest. I'm shaking right now. This means so much to me. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy it means so much to you. So I hope this is validating for you. This is an easy lesson, so be kind to yourself. But I really want you to start showing up for yourself a little more. And that's the biggest advice here that your guides have for you. Yeah. I always struggle to take care of myself. That makes so much sense. I also want you to be aware that when you start to take care of yourself, it could bring up emotions of not having been cared for. So I just want you to know that there could be an energy here where I care for myself and then that presence makes me want to cry about the fact that I've never had that before. Love yourself anyway. If you have emotions that come up, keep loving yourself. Write yourself another letter. Hug yourself while you're crying. Because oftentimes you're giving because you never had it before. So when you give it to yourself, it gives you validity to actually feel it, to cry about it, to have a compass to recognize that you haven't gotten it before, and that's completely natural and it's completely normal. There is a lot here about your inner child and your dad, so I can even ask you, like, what do I not get from my dad, and how can I give that to myself? You are so, so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm so happy it resonated for you. My phone is at 13%. We need to move up to my room. Okay, next is Denise, and then Emma, and then Ania, and then Sedef, and then Kelly. But I need to move up to my room so we can get a charger. Because I need to, or could I charge my phone over here? We can might need to switch angles. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my charger. I'll be right back, guys, okay? Okay, got my charger, and now let's move over here. Yeah, I think this is way easier than taking everything. I was like, don't want to move everything up to my freaking room. How can I set this where it's not gonna fall? I feel like that's gonna fall. I needed something here to hold my phone up. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now, oh. Oh, I love how sweet you guys are to each other. Hi, honey bun. Hi, honey. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Trying to get this so it stays up. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, she's so cute. Okay, y'all. Oh, here we go. This will be better. There we go. I kind of like this angle better. This feels better. I'm in Bali. I live in Bali. Okay, so Denise. No, I'm self-taught with tarot. So many people like want me to do a course, but like I don't know, I really need to put a lot of work into that. I'm thinking about doing it. I think it would take a little bit though. Okay, Denise, are you here, Queen? Denise, Emma, Ania, Sedef, and Kelly. That's my list right now. And I'll probably get off after that if no one else buys. Yes, of course, you can read the question out loud. Okay, perfect. If my spirit guides or angels could give me a pep talk / hype me up, what would they say? Oh my goodness, I love that question. Okay, so if your spirit guides can hype you up or give you a pep talk. I love that you're open for either or. Which deck do I want to use here? I don't know why I'm feeling this one. Wow, I'm taking that. I'm fucking taking that. Damn. Okay, this feels really loud and powerful. I'm just gonna go straight into it. So the first card out that came out when I was shuffling is the Witness card. this card, upright and reverse, like in this deck, there's like a curse and a blessing. This card, upright and reverse, there is no curse. And it's pretty much saying, whatever you experienced, whatever trauma, whatever shame, whatever invalidation, you were there, you experienced it, that's valid. Point blank, period. Nobody can invalidate that experience because you were there feeling it in your body. This is mirroring a card about like discipline and personal challenges and wanting to improve. But in the center, there's some type of energy here about your family. There's something here about your inner child. And your guides, like the message that came through so loud was, you're not too little, you're not too much, don't people please. Like, quit believing that you're not capable of doing something that you want to do. Like, there's something here about being capable. There's something here about you like playing it small, whether this is like people pleasing in connections or acting too nice or not going out of your comfort zone when it comes to a career. But there's something here where it's like, stop doing that. Like, you know that what you experienced wasn't right, and you know that that belief is in some way stopping you from doing something. Stop believing that and stop letting that control your actions. Like, it feels like, get up. Like, that's how it feels. Not in a way that's like you're not doing it, but in a way that's like, why are you allowing this to control your reality? Like, this is not true. There also is something here about like, again, I don't know, I'm getting people-pleasing energy, even about friends. Like, not saying that your friends are bad or not saying that your friends aren't supportive, but it just feels like you could play small. Like, you could be someone that like you give too much, or like you act in a certain way, or you feel like you have to be polite, you feel like you have to be kind, and your guides are like, get that out. Be you, be yourself, show up, and use the fact that you've experienced trauma in the past. You know what it feels like. Don't repeat that energy. Friendships have been hard used to being big fish in a small pond. Yeah, that's what I mean here. But it's like, if you keep like people pleasing, like you're a big fish in a small pond, but then you're like acting like a small fish. You're not a small fish. Your guides are like, you need to believe that you can attract big fish, but you can't attract other big fish if you're acting like a small fish. Like, that's something that's coming through on the bottom of the deck. This is something that I think will elevate you into more abundance in your life. But there is a really big energy here of like, stop downplaying yourself. Like, be real, be authentic. Let me get into the tarot here. There's so much here about your inner child coming out. Whoa. Quit focusing on what you didn't get and give yourself what you never got. That's an energy that I'm getting here. 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups sideways. And this is on the card, a path to prison. There's something here. It's like there's a big focus on validating your inner child, on what you didn't experience or what you didn't get or what happened to you in a negative way. But the energy here is like, then give it to yourself. Instead of wallowing in that, instead of just feeling that and validating yourself, you've done that. You know you're valid. So give it to yourself. What didn't your inner child get to do? Give that to her. What didn't she get to have? Buy that for her. Like, there's that kind of energy here. And then we also have the 7 of Swords coming through on the family energy. Where it's, again, there's some kind of perception that you have that's causing you to be avoidant towards this side of yourself. This is you consistently having awareness. Again, like I said, you have the awareness over what you didn't get, what didn't feel good as a child, what you didn't get in relationships, and you can validate that all you want. But until you choose to give that to your inner child, that's when real healing happens, is when you do something with the awareness. Your guides want you to do something. 6 of Wands, this is the card of recognition. They're like, see yourself. Force yourself to be in a situation where you're being seen. Speak up in connections, set boundaries, go towards that job, get into that class. Like, this is very much, and I'm cutting into the 8 of Wands, like action-taking energy. Your guides want you to take action. That's the pep talk here. They're like, don't downplay yourself. Don't say that you can't deserve it. Don't wallow in an energy of like this. This is literally the reading that I just posted yesterday. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if you resonate with the reading that I posted yesterday of like, you're safe to trust fun, you're safe to follow fun. I would actually watch that if I were you. I think that would be really beneficial for you. But this is how you're going to improve right now, is saying, what didn't I get and how can I take an action to give that to myself every single day? Whether this is being loud in connections, whether this is getting into a class that you never could afford, whether this is buying yourself a toy that you never got. This is like, do something. And that is going to give you emotional clarity on how you want to feel. And then that feeling is something that you get to follow in other areas of your life. So you're being asked to follow what feels good for you and trust that that's going to take you where you need to go, and that's going to give you more clarity. Yes. Yes. No more hesitation. Go. Why do I feel like I needed that? Like, I feel like my guides were speaking through that too. Like, damn, girl. Like, okay. Okay, I will. I love you. I love you. I'm so happy it resonated for you, Denise. Thank you for buying a reading. Next on my list is Emma. Emma, and then Ania, and then Sedef, and then Kelly. And that's my whole list. Emma, Ania, Sedef, Kelly. So Emma, are you here? Subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, just waiting for Emma here. Oh. I hope she's awake. Hope she didn't fall asleep. Calling Emma to the stage. Honey, come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, honey. Oh, you're so cute. Come here, cutie. Okay, did she maybe fall asleep? Maybe I'll do her reading and email her to like watch it back. Maybe that's what I'll have to do. She's like my battery. Like when I'm like feeling drained on live, like she'll literally recharge me. Emma. Okay, Ania. Okay, so you're next. I think her name is Honey. I'm gonna do Emma's reading even if she's not here, and I'm gonna email her to watch it back. Oh, I love you. Never caught you live before. Oh my gosh, welcome. We are doing paid readings. I'm just taking a little break with my cat. my god, this is the best. Oh, look at her little leg. Cute. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the couch now, honey, okay? She would lay like this all day if I let her. She would literally lay like this all day. Okay, I'm gonna check one more time. Is Emma here? Okay, Emma is not here, so I'm still gonna do her reading and then I'm gonna email her. So hold on. Okay, emailed Emma, and now I'm gonna do her reading. So we have general life reading, please. Also, I love the way you read, and I always feel connected. Thank you, Emma, whenever you're watching this. Okay, so she just wants a general life reading. I do give guidance and advice, yes. But these are paid readings. Whoa. Wow, okay, this is actually so loud. Your guides are trying to make something really clear to you, specifically about like a teamwork effort in your life. This could be about an actual friend or this could be about a relationship, but ultimately what I'm getting is this is a connection that, this is a situation at one point you were emotionally tied to this. So this could have been something where it's like maybe it was a little codependent, maybe it was a little bit like some of my happiness relies on the outcome of this person, how they feel, or the outcome of this situation, whether it's a friend, platonic, or romantic. But it does feel like right now your grip is being loosened because 3 of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups with the Knight of Cups reversed. It feels like whatever this is, it's actually taking a toll on your sense of like emotional fulfillment, because whatever this situation is, it makes you feel not valid. It makes you feel like you're being emotionally like dramatic. That's something that's coming through. So with the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, this can talk about not actually receiving what you're giving emotionally. So maybe you're the kind of person where it's like, if this is a friend group or friends, you're there for everyone, you'll validate people's feelings, you'll hear them, but as soon as you're talking about something, they're like invalidating, they can't hear you, they don't understand what you're saying. Like, there is something here about you're actually being called to emotionally walk away from this situation, but not just from a space of, oh, I don't like this. It's actually coming from a space of you honoring and protecting your inner child. So when I pulled the Page of Cups, it literally flipped, it hit my leg, and then it flipped, it landed exactly upright. It didn't even have to touch the card. And in the card, it's a dolphin with a white flower, which it's a white lotus flower, which represents purity. And then she's offering a turtle. So turtles are about emotional protection. Turtles about the energy of recognizing what it is that you need and being able to value and protect yourself from that while still being able to be soft. So I'm going to give my softness, and if it gets taken advantage of, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to pull back my energy. I'm going to set a boundary. So there is something here about you fully disconnecting emotionally from a situation to gain more clarity and walking away from a version of yourself that isn't exactly honoring being seen. This is about emotionally being seen, and this is about letting go of some type of codependent cycle. So you're being asked to choose something that's a little bit uncomfortable and to put yourself in a situation where you're heard. So the Six of Wands reversed is like you're not being seen for something, or you're doing something for validation instead of doing something for yourself. So again, I want you to recognize whether this is a connection in your life. Maybe it's like a friends with benefits. Maybe it's like a friend group. Maybe it's a friend. It's ultimately something that you're trying to work together, but you guys are not able to work together. So set boundaries or take a step away and value how you want to feel and do it for you, not for the other person. That's mainly what I'm getting here for you, Emma. Hope whenever you're watching this, I hope that resonates for you. Okay, next we have Ania. Ania, are you here? I'm here. Okay, can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Preferably private. Okay, of course. Oh. Okay, how are they feeling? For anyone else that maybe will resonate with this, it's just how are they feeling? I'm gonna use this deck. No, I'm gonna use this deck. How do kids perceive you? Oh my God, I'm writing that down. That's so cute. How do kids feel around you? That's so cute. I love that idea. Oh, I think that'll be such a fun reading. Oh, thank you so much for that idea. Like, I'm really happy about that idea. I'm excited about that. Okay. What's his name? Okay. You're definitely right about the X part. I do like it. Thank you. Oh, period. There is a lot of sideways cards here. Okay, this person is... How does this person feel about you? You are coming through as the Empress. So like as a general collective, this person does see you as kind, loving, nurturing, but it does feel like right now they recognize that they could have something real with you. Okay, that's very clear, very apparent. I'm prepared for the worst, TBH. It's not like terrible. It's not amazing though. So it's like they see that there could be something real with you. There is, like you said about the ex situation, 4 of Pentacles sideways with the 6 of Swords sideways. This person is not fully let go of something that they need to let go of, and it's actually affecting their mindset. So whoever this person is in the past, it's not like a fated connection. It's like something that mirrors to them a version of them that doesn't align to what they actually want. So it's like a temptation. Like my pain body and what I'm used to is this person. You are like a new version, a new manifestation, something that I've never had before, but it's less comfortable. So it's like they recognize that this is something they could have, but they're not fully in. They're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And your response to that is like, you're not fully giving, and you're not like, oh my God, I love you so much, like let's be in this. You're not being codependent, but you're also not setting boundaries on like what you deserve out of fear that they're not going to step up. So like there's advice for you to be like, hey, I just want to let you know, like I do have feelings for you, and I want to know, like, are you in? Like, are you in? Are you ready to let go of something from your past? Like, because this is something that I really value. Like, where are you at? Like, have standards and boundaries onto what you want in the connection to protect yourself emotionally. So it's not coming from a space of being controlling. It's coming from a space of clarity. I want to know where you're at so I can know how to move forward in this connection that is going to protect me best. But right now your energy isn't fully doing that. So with that being said, it kind of feels like it's giving this person leeway to like have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and that's not making you feel secure. And so if it's not making you feel secure, do something about it. Communicate something so you can feel secure. So if you know for sure, I'm just scared to ask. That's exactly what I mean. But like you're scared to ask because you're afraid that if you ask, then he's not going to want to step up. But then you know that if he doesn't step up, he's not the one that you want. Do you want someone that's like not going to step up for you? Like, do you want someone that's more attached to their ex than they are to giving to you? Like, I don't think that makes you feel good, you know? So like you're letting go of the illusion of what this person could give you instead of actually just recognizing that what you're letting go of isn't really nurturing you. That's what you're being asked. Queen of Swords is head over heart. Queen of Swords says, I'm letting go of the possibility that this person could give something to me. But what am I actually letting go of? Nothing. This person is not making me feel prioritized. They're not making me feel loved. And they're not willing to give to this connection what I want to give. I'm not losing anything by taking a step away. That's logic. That's truth. That's what's right in front of me energy. Yeah, I wouldn't block. Like, the reason you want to block is because you don't want to get rejected, but you don't want to communicate because you're afraid to get rejected. So right now, I think it's really healthy, and it can help you face a fear to communicate what you need. And it doesn't have to be messy, it doesn't have to be toxic, it doesn't have to be explosive, but it can just be, hey, I just want to be clear, this is where I'm at, where are you at? And then whatever he says, you know that you can process your emotions on whatever the outcome is. But I think that's what's going to be best for you. Right now, he doesn't have a lot of faith in the future because he's stuck in an old mindset, but he's being avoidant. That's what I'm saying. That's why your guides are asking you to like communicate, because he does see you as valuable. So if you pretty much say, this is where I'm at, and I'm not able to I don't want to keep giving to this if you're not in the same place, then he knows that if he wants what he wants from you, he has to step up. And that's what your boundary creates. So that's what you're being asked to do in this connection. So yeah, he does see value in you, but he's also procrastinating letting go of an old version of himself. So be authentic to protecting your feelings, and that will push him to either not be strong enough to match your energy and meet you, or it'll push him to step up and meet you where you're asking to be met. Thank you. Thank you. I will do it today. Good. I'm proud of you. I hope it goes amazing. I hope you feel liberated. Okay, next is Sedef and then Kelly. Oh my gosh, 2 people left, guys. Sedef and then Kelly, and then my list is done. And I think I'm gonna get off. I'm here, babe. Okay. Can I read your question out loud? Or do you want me to keep it private? Oh my god, these fucking comments are... Okay, private, please. I'm going through difficult times in my life. So sorry for the heavy energy. Like I'm trying to heal myself. Aw. Don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. I'm here to help you. Okay. Straight up connection reading about your ex. I'm just gonna say that. I'm so excited. I'm glad you're excited. I'm gonna use this deck here. Okay. Buckle up. Buckle up. Let me get my tarot deck first. This is a really heavy energy. I'm just gonna be so real and honest with you about this, okay? I need to get more comfy. I need to sit like this. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god, yeah. Okay. Girl. How do I want to start this? How do I I first want to speak on the pattern that like I just want to bring up that you like wanted to reach out to him and you're like I have some things I want to say, but you're also simultaneously aware that he's like has avoidant tendencies. Something that I'm coming through right now for you is that you're being asked to like let go of this connection. And if you like want to reach out to them one day, I think that there's like nothing wrong with that. But I think that if you did that right now, it would hurt you way more than it would help you, because you're still in a space of like needing this person to validate you in some way. You carried this connection emotionally. Like I do feel like this was a connection where things were good when they were good and they maybe were bad when they were bad. And when they were bad, you were trying to make things work. And this is somebody that was like, things are bad because I'm invalidating you. And your energy is like, no, please don't leave. Like, please, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's this energy of I'm consistently emotionally overgiving and you're like pushing me away, avoidant energy. So just like you said, you recognize that pattern. That's something that you see very clearly. So your guides are really wanting you to recognize that there's a piece of you that is wanting his validation to move on from this. And you're at like the precipice of actually believing that there can be something better and holding on to this because it's what your pain body is comfortable with. This is not healthy. You know that. But it's what you're comfortable with. So like there's a really big energy here that's like your pain body is attracted to how you grew up as a child. So if your dad was emotionally unavailable, your brain is programmed to believe that connections with men are supposed to be me chasing and not receiving anything, because that's how you grow up if you have an emotionally unavailable dad. As a child, you literally say, okay, I want my dad to love me, so I'm going to overgive. And you never get what you want from your dad, so you just are programmed to believe that I give to men and men don't give back to me emotionally. So that's what you're comfortable with, and it's what your belief system is created from. If you know that that's not true and you keep giving to something that is within that mindset, that pattern is going to repeat. It's going to be the exact same because you're still choosing to neglect how you feel with somebody that you know isn't going to give you what you actually want. So right now, I think there is a really big advice here right now to not let fear control your actions. And I think the fear that you're not going to get heard, or the fear of not being heard or not being valued, is what's like pushing you to want to reach out. Because it's like, if this person doesn't hear my emotions, then they're not going to be accountable. If they don't hear how they hurt me, or like if I have things to say, then I'm not going to get validated. So, but it's like an external validation. It's like, I need this person to validate myself. You're being asked to like give that to yourself. Like, you can process the emotions independently without needing this person's validation, without actually reaching out to them. So I really want you to get clear, like, what would I want to hear from this person? If I did reach out, what would I want to hear? What would I say and what would I want them to say to me? Write yourself a letter saying from their perspective what you wish they would say to you. Sit with how that feels to be validated. If you actually reached out to them, like I said, I think it would be very not what you want to hear, and it would just add to your pain. It would add to your trauma. But you have control over validating yourself if you're doing it in your own room with your own pen, your own notepad, and your own consciousness. So this is, again, I wish this person would have like held me when I cried. I wish they would have validated my feelings. I wish they would have wanted to know more about my past. Okay, then understand your own past. Look within your childhood. Hold yourself when you cry. Yeah. Don't know, something may be happening in the future between us as well. Girl, with what you just said, like, something may happen in the future between us. Your guides are like, let go. I can't say, yes, something's going to happen. No, something's not going to happen, because that's up to free will. That's fate. I don't know what exactly is going to happen, but you're being asked to sit with the reality where you never talk to this person again. How does that feel? And I'm not saying that's like, oh, it's meant to be invalidating, but that's meant to put you in an energy where you're not attaching onto anything. So like, I think it could be beneficial for you to sit with that. And maybe like tonight, tomorrow, in a week, whenever you're feeling ready, how does it feel to sit with the reality that I'm never going to see this person again, and they're not my person, and I'm not going to be with them? How does that reality feel for you? Process the emotions within that so you can break the attachment to that reality. And then maybe one day it will happen, but even if it does happen, you're not going to be seeking it and like waiting for it and watching for it. It'll just happen because it's supposed to happen, not because you were obsessed with it happening. It's like you're purging the obsession with sitting with that realization, not the actual possibility that that could happen. But you're purging the version of you that needs this person, which is what your guides want you to sacrifice. Is that's not healthy. Being codependent on this person, that is what's not healthy, and that's what you need to let go of. So this person's energy, I'm just going to straight up say it, like it's coming out extremely avoidant. Yeah, like, and when you're crying about it, and when you feel those feelings, I want you to love yourself in the way that you wish this person would love you while you're sitting with the realization that you may never see them again. I'm crying about this and I wish this person would just hold me. Hold yourself. I wish this person would cook me a meal. Cook yourself a meal. I wish this person would validate me and tell me that I'm safe and loved. Write yourself a letter and tell yourself you're safe and loved. Say out loud, I love you. This is not the end. You deserve love. You're safe. You're cherished. I'm here with you. You're not alone. Say those things to yourself, literally out loud when you're crying. But yeah, like I said, I don't have much to say about this person's energy because it's not taking accountability. It's recognition that you are carrying the connection, but not wanting to do anything about it because they don't want to emotionally grow. This person is kind of torn in two spots where they're like, I recognize what it is that you gave me, but I don't want to do anything about it. So it's this energy where it's like, if you want to come back to me, then I'm not going to change, but I'll accept what you have to offer. That's their energy. It's very selfish. It's avoidant. It's avoidant people just want to receive. They don't want to give. They just want to receive. So it's like, yeah, if you want to come back to me, then I'm going to feel confident that you still want me, but I'm not going to change. That's their vibe right now. So my best advice right now is like reconsider why you actually want to reach out and accept the reality where you don't see this person again and sit with the emotions on how that feels for you and make sure that you're showing up for yourself while processing those emotions. That's the base of this energy. My third eye is like pulsating doing this reading right now. You are so welcome. Thank you for being so receptive. I know that was not easy to hear. I'm really happy that you're open and receptive. I'm sending you so much love and any tears that come through concerning this situation. Okay, last on my list is Kelly. And then I'm gonna get off. How long have I been live? Almost 3 hours. 7, 8. I've been live like 3 hours, yeah. Okay. I'm a Cancer sun, Capricorn moon, Libra rising. I agree. I think I should go live more often just to like have fun with you guys. I am hopefully moving soon, and when I move, like I want to start streaming bad. Like I want to stream so fucking bad. Like really bad. So that's like a goal of mine next, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, Kelly, are you here, Kelly? Yeah, no, I mean, like, I want to go on actually Twitch. Like, I literally want to go on Twitch. My username is weird, but yes, I'm Kelly. Okay, just to make sure that you are Kelly, can you tell me what your question is? Or tell me what the person's name starts with that you're asking about. I'm not trying to be sus. I've just had people try to steal readings before, and I want to make sure that you are actually Kelly. Okay, yes. There you are, Kelly. Let me see which tarot deck I want to use. I think I'm going to use my fairy deck here for you. I'm going to use this one, actually. Okay. No, it's not any confusion. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Advice on what Kelly should do with Songbird. Best for last, Kelly. Let's see what comes through. Yeah, I know the chat gets so weird. The chat with me is always weird, if I'm being honest. Got a lot of weirdos in here. This is actually really cute. This is totally not the message you're expecting, I think. Yeah, this is really cute. There's 1,000,000% potential in this connection. Absolutely. You're being asked to detach but not walk away. Like, you have an all or nothing mindset. Your mindset right now is like, fully pursue him and put all of my energy and emotional intention to this, or completely walk away and let go. And your guides are like, it's not how a relationship works, babe. Like, that's not how this is working out. What you're getting right now is it feels like you could be very self-analytical when it comes to like how you're showing up or what you need to do or how you need to act, like doing the right or wrong thing. But your guides are actually wanting you to reflect on, take away from this person. What kind of relationship do you want? Are you guys good friends? Do you guys laugh? Do you guys have fun together? Do you guys have good space? Do you guys both give to each other? Like, there's an energy here of you actually recognizing, what is it that I actually want, and how can I make sure that I take slow effort to communicate and pursue that without being like, oh my God, I need to give everything to this person. This is a genuine connection that has potential. The world with the Four of Wands is out here. But your guides actually want you to take it slow with awareness on what you actually want. So building it is a slow energy. It can be trial and error. So again, this could literally you be saying, how do I want my connection to go? I want this to go kind of slow. I want this to be something where I know he has feelings for me. I know we both want the same thing, but we are choosing to go in a pace that moves best for both of us. How can I make sure that I feel secure within that? I can communicate. I can talk to this person. I can say, hey, I really like you. I'm not in a rush to like make this anything serious, but I just want to know where you're at intentionally when it comes to this connection. So you're actually allowing yourself to pursue the connection in a way that protects your emotions. Instead of saying, I'm just going to wait for this person to make the move and I'm just going to hope that they show up the way that I want them to. And if they don't, I'm going to completely disengage. Like a relationship is about communication. You know, it's about being on the same page. It's about recognizing your fears and being able to talk about that, being truly authentic with each other. And I think that the mindset you have of losing this person is kind of stopping you from being able to do that. I find myself psyching out a lot, and he's confirmed and told my friends. He just sees me as a friend, and I've heard he's talking to someone else, so I'm not sure. That's so interesting. Everything you just said is you've heard from friends. You've heard from other things. Oh, wait, can you guys hear me? Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I've heard. None of this is like clear communication. None of this is clear communication. And from what you're saying right now, like, you don't actually trust him from what others have said. So get clear on what you want, communicate that. And his response or his reaction is going to make it clear on whether you can trust him or not, whether you feel safe with him or not. But like I said, this is something that you're not being asked to be like all or nothing energy. And I don't think this is necessarily about, yes, you're going to be with him, no, you're going to be with him. This could also be about a relationship pattern that you have of, okay, I don't trust this person because of what other people are saying, or I have trust issues within myself, so I'm just going to completely abandon the situation. Instead of putting yourself in the situation and getting physical evidence for yourself, and then you trust yourself more. And then you can take a step away because you chose to, and you know what is happening. You know the clarity. You know what's going on with the person. So I definitely think that this is a pattern for you of all or nothing. And that's, if you continue with that pattern and you continue with fears or listening to others, I think that's something that doesn't give you the opportunity to communicate or experience things for yourself to build trust. I'm always like, but I get the feeling he likes me. Like, can't be missing anything, am I? Because I always notice things. That's what I mean. So get evidence, queen. Get evidence. Talk to him. Tell him. Ask him. Like, that's the energy here. Be real. Be honest. Be authentic. And this energy could be like, maybe he says no. Maybe he rejects me. But you're going to pay attention to his actions and his words. If he tells you, and you know that he lies, and he tells you, oh, I like you, but he doesn't show you at all, then you take a step back because his actions are not aligning to his words. If you communicate to him and you tell him, I like you, where are you at? And he says, I don't like you, you have clarity and you know where he's at. Regardless, you get clarity and you learn to trust yourself along the way. So that's what I'm saying here is like, you have your physical experience on what he's actually doing to trust whether you want to give in or pull back. And you also have communication to get clarity. So his response and what he says is going to be really loud for you. Life's good. This is my last reading, but if you want to get on the list, Sameda, you can book in, and you'll be my last one. Because it's accurate, my attitude on it. Yeah, that'll be my last one. Let me pull for you how he's feeling. Because I asked your advice on it, and that's what I got, so I didn't pull how he's feeling. Let me just quick pull it, like 2 or 3 cards. He's definitely emotionally unavailable. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You're not delusional about the fact that there are some feelings here. It's not like, oh, I'm in love with you, but his initial energy is Knight of Wands in the reverse position, which is non-committal and impulsive. So he could be the kind of person where it's like, sometimes it's a flirty look, sometimes it's a cute text, and other times it's cold, I don't want you, I'm doing my own thing. It's a very inconsistent energy, very non-committal energy. But then we also have the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position, which again tells me that if you actually communicate, it gives him the opportunity to either repeat the cycle of being avoidant or lying, or be honest and saying, this person is actually being honest with me, do I want to match that? So again, we don't have control. Yeah, Emma, I did your reading. So you can go back and watch it. So you don't actually have control over whether he chooses to grow or not. But you do have the opportunity to communicate in a way that gives him the opportunity to meet you. And if he doesn't, then you know that this is not something that you want to pursue. So his energy isn't like, oh, I'm in love with you, but it's very much like, this is interesting to me, but I'm stuck in a pattern of impulsivity and non-committal energy. He's emotionally unavailable. He's King of Cups reversed with the Hangman reversed, which literally talks about not wanting to sacrifice something, not wanting to go out of your comfort zone. So that's mainly what I'm getting here. But regardless, I think you should get physical evidence yourself. Don't just abandon the situation because of what others are saying. Communicate. Prove to yourself that it's safe for you to set boundaries and that that is something that you have to protect you. I just got a reading. Two readings came through. Someone's here. Sagel. Sagel. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. These readings just came through. Sagel. And another one here. They're like in the middle of my list. That's so weird. And then Ashley. And I got Ashley's now. Let me email these people to make sure. Sent a request for a reading. Okay, I'll wait for it here. And then Sagel. Okay, I emailed them both. And I just got Sameda, I just got yours. Aw, I'm so happy it resonated for you, Kelly. I'm sending you tons of love. I hope you get clarity in this situation. Okay, I emailed the two people that their payments just came through. And now I'm gonna start with Sameda because I'm waiting for the other people to answer. General reading. Okay, general reading. I'm gonna use my fairy deck for you. I think I'm like meant to be a streamer. Just feel that in my bones. I'm meant for that. weird energy for you. It's coming through like very clear. Vivi, oh my god, thank you for coming in. Finally found out about the readings. I'll ask if I can get one. Okay, sending love. I hope to hear from you soon. Girl. Girl, the fuck? This is so funny. I knew this was gonna come out. OMG. This is so clear. I think you're gonna love this reading, but I feel like it's totally not what you're expecting. Okay. Pretty much, your guides are like, girl, stop healing. Quit healing. Like, that's literally your energy right now. So you're at the beginning of like actually embodying a manifestation that you wanted. And I feel like the manifestation is just comfort. It's just joy. It's just doing what you want to do when you want to do it and being supported along the way. You are the Empress right now, but there's almost like a procrastination into giving into what you actually want. So I don't know if this is like, I actually want to date. I actually want a connection. I actually want to just like let go and have fun. But your mind, you're like getting some type of satisfaction from like being productive or self-analyzing or like healing. And like that's where some of your confidence comes from. But your guides are like, go have fun. Like go, like let go of healing right now. I do think that there is a lot of positive experiences that you're meant to be having right now that are fulfilling your inner child. So this is like giving me, you could choose to do yoga or you could choose to go to a water park. You could choose to meditate or you could choose to dance and listen to music. Like how you're choosing to heal is something that your guides are wanting you to shift into a way that's a lot more fun and enjoyable rather than something that's like strict or militant. So the Page of Pentacles sideways, this is something that you're starting, but it's like you're not using all of the tools that you need to use yet. Like that's how it's coming through. But you're still learning the tools that you have after becoming the Empress. So they want you to put yourself in positions where you're being seen. Like see this, so this is, maybe this is like going on a dating app if you want to focus on love. You're being seen then. You know, you're just having fun, dating around, going on fun, cute little dates. Maybe this is like posting videos. Maybe this is just, it's like having fun in situations where you're like putting yourself out there. I don't know if you know, but I feel like your Jupiter might be in some, like, I don't know if your Jupiter's in Leo or Jupiter's in like Gemini, like something loud, something where it's like you're gonna attract a lot of money and success through like just being yourself out in the public. So my best advice for you right now, it's so loud. It's like, you don't have to fight for yourself anymore. You don't have to like defend yourself. You don't have to like heal. Let go of self-analytical thinking and choose to have fun. Go have fun. Look at this 3 of Wands is the card about like waiting. So it's like, I've done the work and now things are coming in for me. Look at the fairy in this fucking card. The ships are gonna come from here. They're gonna come in behind her. And she's not even fucking looking. She's just like, la 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 la. Like that's what your energy is meant to be right now as you're like, other things are being prepared in the background. You don't need to actively look or actively heal anymore to trust that things are coming for you. As I set this card down, the Magician flipped upright. It was sideways and it literally flipped upright. That's what I'm saying. The more you let go, the more you have validation that it's safe to let go. So that's your challenge right now, is letting go of like analytical, like critical, healing thinking, and more so just leaning on enjoyment. You are the Empress right now. So how can I just be myself and be seen while I'm doing that and have that be attractive? So take that however that resonates for you. You're gonna know like what is gonna be best for you to like avenue into, whether that's dating, whether that's, I don't know, streaming, whether it's posting, dancing. I don't know exactly what it is for you, but you're gonna know. But yeah, let go. Your guides are like, girl, stop healing. You've done enough healing. Jesus is the way. Thank you so much for saying that. Really got called out. Oh, love it. Thanks, Hailey. You're so welcome. Okay, so I have 2 more people left. But like, they're not here because they paid earlier and their payments weren't coming through and they just randomly came through. So I think I'm gonna do their readings and so they can come back to them. So I'm gonna email them again. I'm gonna email them one at a time. Ashley. Okay. Hello, love. Your payment came in and I'm about to do your reading on my live. I'm currently at 202 minutes and 30 seconds. So around that time, you can watch the playback and watch your reading. I'm so sorry for any inconvenience that happened with the payments, but I'm happy it came through. Okay, so I'm gonna do Ashley's reading now. Oh, I have Ashley and then I have 2 people on my list. That's it. 2 people in line. Oh my god, it's almost 4 o'clock. That's fucking insane. Ashley and then also Sajal. Let me read Ashley's question. Aw, I love that. You are human and that's so valid, Alicia. Okay. Advice on this connection. That's pretty much what Alicia is asking. Advice on this connection. Or no, how is this person feeling? That's the question. Wow. How this person is feeling about you is how they're feeling about themselves. You're mirroring to this person a really big pattern of where their confidence used to lies, and like that it can't be in that same way when they're with you. 8 of Swords. Okay, this is really big energy. So the base of this person's feelings right now is that they're kind of feeling like the Magician, 8 of Swords, the Star reverse is on the bottom. It's really contradicting because the Magician's upright is like, I have control of my reality. I can do something about it. I can grow. I can adapt. But then with the 8 of Swords and the Star reversed, it's like, but I'm not good enough. But I'm trapped. But I don't feel like I can do it. But there's no hope for the future. Like it's like the mindset is there, but then they also have this like drive to like do something about it. So there's some like in and out energy when it comes to this person. And ultimately how they're feeling about you, we have the King of Wands reversed, but it's like this. It landed like this, and I took that very clearly. It's being clarified by the Five of Cups and then with the Death and the Sun. So this person right now, with what you said, you were like, there's been issues with communication, which he has addressed. It's a commitment issue. A commitment issue is like actually saying I'm going to do something and being confident enough to know that I can follow through with that. So it's about confidence. And there is an energy here where it's kind of like, I don't know if I can actually commit to this. I don't know if I can fully drop into this. But my advice for you right now is there's reflection on this, and he recognizes that this is an opportunity to let go of an old mindset that he has of pressuring himself. That's something that he's letting go of. Is like his confidence is coming from like, I need to do this and I have expectations, and if I don't, there's going to be a negative consequence and my life is going to suck and I'm going to fail everything. Like it feels dramatic. But then when your energy is not expecting so much and you're just understanding of his process, that's where I think it gives him space to heal, and it gives him space to grow, and it gives him space to lift that pressure off of himself. So because there is reflection, this is giving you an opportunity. Like you said, you're like, maybe we're just not compatible, because it triggers me when he's not super consistent with communication. You have control over how you deal with that trigger. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, and I want you to look at this like a friendship. Like if you guys were friends and you're not in a committed relationship, you're not going to expect your friend to like always be there for you, to always drop everything to be on their best behavior. Like people are humans. Humans are humans. Your friends go through things sometimes. Sometimes they need space. Sometimes they can't drop everything for you. Sometimes communication gets laggy, but that doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means they're human and they're going through something. So when this happens for you and you get triggered, I just want you to ask yourself, why am I being triggered right now? What is it that I feel like I need from this person that I'm not getting? And how can I reassure myself and do something that brings me back to a grounded energy, that brings me back to something that feels good without this person's validation, that takes the pressure off of them needing to be responsible for your emotions? Because in a healthy connection, at the secure attachment style, that's going to be something where your person, even if they don't answer and it triggers you, you're human, that's okay. But you can also say, I'm not going to allow this trigger to control my actions. I'm in a negative way. I'm going to say, I recognize this trigger. I'm going to nurture myself, and I'm going to prove to myself that I'm okay, even though this person isn't answering me right now, and it's not the end of the world. So it's pretty much you also working through a karmic pattern of what you're not getting in the connection, instead of feeling like you need something. You guys are both in the energy of here, like when he is distant even a little bit, your energy's like, oh my God, I'm not getting this, and he doesn't love me, and I'm not good enough. And then I feel abandoned. You know that that's not the truth. You know that like maybe he's just going through something. His energy is like, oh my God, I'm not showing up for her. I'm literally the worst ever. I can never do this. I'm such a failure. That's not the truth. Maybe he's just a little tired and he just needs to like take a step to prove to himself that it's not that big of a deal. Like you guys are both in the same kind of energy here of focusing on what you're not doing or focusing on what you don't have, rather than focusing on what you can actually do about it, which is the Magician on the bottom, which is like regaining a sense of control. So that's how you're being asked to approach this connection. I don't think this is incompatibility. I think this connection has the opportunity to help both of you guys transform into something new if you maintain control into your own responses within your triggers and your fears. Okay, so that was for Ashley. I emailed her, so I hope that she resonates with that. I hope you resonate with that, Ashley. And then next on my list is Sajal, and then there's someone else as well here who bought a reading. Ciney Maria. Okay, I'm gonna do Sajal first though. Let me email them. Timing is currently at 212 seconds. So if you want to watch your reading in the playback, it will be available. I'm so sorry for any complications with the payments. And I'm really happy that your payment came through. I hope everything resonates. Okay, Emma just emailed me. That's amazing. Okay, I'm not gonna read it out loud because I don't have their permission. That's fucking crazy. Okay. Okay, I love this. So pretty much this person is asking if someone from their past is going to reach out. They want an unbiased opinion because they've been doing readings about it themselves. So, and they got an in-depth. I'm going to use my Mystic Martians here. I think that's what I'm feeling called to do. Live froze. That's so funny. Oh my god. Just kidding. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, it's sweetie. Hi, sweetie. So cute. Love you. Love you. Almost done. Just relax. It's sweet. Oh my god, you cutie. Okay. Okay. What's her name again? It's 3:33 right now. Okay, I need that area, babe. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted by the comments. Hey, no. Okay, so it's really interesting to me that it's like you said that you've done readings on this before and you're like, I feel like there's been some type of shift on like this person wanting to take accountability. And I do have to say that the energy is very much giving like awareness over an emotional pattern that this person has. Your energy is coming through as Tausetians with Gray's short in the reverse position, which is like you need to take accountability, stand up. Otherwise, like, I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not going to be the one to take the initiative. Like, if you want to come to me, come right. Otherwise, I'm not going to be the one that shows up for you. That is coming through really loud. With water and then the golden ratio, it's like I recognize that there's been a pattern of me being emotionally avoidant. Although there is awareness over this, that needs to come with action in order for that pattern to actually be broken, right? Like, you can know that you're doing something not good for you and continue to still do it, which again talks about here on the right side, we have Ouroboros in the reverse position with Alpha Centaurians in the reversed. There's major procrastination with emotional avoidance and repetitive energy. Like, this person is consistently doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like, there's not actual action-taking energy, which again talks on the bottom here. We have Alpha Centaurians, which is a card about mind games and manipulation, which can even be talking about yourself. Like, you're choosing to tell yourself you're seeing things the way you want to see them instead of seeing things for what they actually are. And then we have Andromedons, which is a card about free will, autonomy, manifestation, multidimensional perception. So ultimately right now, I do think that this person is not taking actual grounded action into the realizations they're having, because that takes emotional growth, and they haven't actually grown emotionally. They're just aware that they've been emotionally avoidant, but they don't know how to actually do something about that. I'm gonna pull tarot now. Yeah, Seven of Swords on the bottom with the Page of Pentacles reversed. This is procrastination energy. There's awareness, but this person is not taking action. That's what I mean. And Seven of Swords is like, I'm going to try to get away with something. It's sneaky energy. It's avoidant energy. It's like, I'm going to validate myself in a way that makes me feel tall, but I'm not going to actually take accountability in the way that I want. So there is something here that I'm getting for you that I think this person feels that you want their validation, you want an apology. So it kind of makes them feel like there's no rush. It's like, this person is always going to be waiting for me. And I think that energetic cord is something that causes them to like be avoidant, because people subconsciously or consciously, you can feel energy. You can feel it. Like, if someone's thinking about you every day, all day, you'll feel it. You'll maybe get signs about them. You'll maybe dream about them. And it doesn't mean anything negative or positive. It just means you're feeling that person's energy. So if you are doing readings on this person, you want this person to apologize, you want a reconciliation, but you're not going to do anything about it, this person's energy, subconsciously or consciously, feels you waiting, because you are. That's exactly what you're doing. Like, you're waiting for this person. So there is something here about you kind of like recognizing how much energy and attention you're putting into this outcome, and maybe pulling that back just for you. Like, where do I put my energy towards this person, and where can instead I put it towards myself? So if you're doing readings all the time and that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, so what do you get out of a reading when you read for this person and they're like, the cards are saying, oh, that they might reach out? You're getting an illusion of happiness. They haven't reached out. You don't know if they're actually going to reach out, but it sparks up serotonin in your brain because you go, oh, it might happen. So then you're getting happiness from a future event that isn't actually happening. So instead of doing a reading and getting a dopamine hit from that, how can you maybe instead go on a walk? Maybe instead listen to music that makes you happy. Do something that actually makes you happy, that isn't attached to an outcome that you can't control. That's something that I think your guides are asking you to do when it comes to you also closing out the pattern that this connection is relating to. Yeah, the Death is coming out as I'm saying that with the Wheel of Fortune. There's change needed in this connection right now. And this isn't change that's dependent on an outcome. This is change that's dependent on you actually closing out a cycle. So it's literally this vibe of pretty much saying, okay, I don't want to feel like I'm waiting anymore on somebody that isn't showing me they're going to grow to me. So I'm not going to give that energy. Because if I had somebody in my life right now that was giving to me, would I still be giving to this energy that isn't? And if the answer is no, then you're not giving to a reality that you want to manifest. So you're being asked to say right now, what do I want in my future? And does focusing on this energy right now, is he giving me what I want in my future? And if the answer is no, take a step back and try to focus your energy more so on yourself. And then the last section here is, yeah, the Fool reversed. This means this person is not trusting. They're focusing on what their life looks like rather than what it actually feels like with the Devil, which is obsession with avoidance. So this is somebody where it's like, I'm going to think about what I've done. I'm going to think about how I can make things right. I'm going to think about how I can make my life better. But it's just thinking. It's not acting. It's not grounded. It's not active healing. It's just thinking. So that's why I think you feel so strongly this person's energy having a shift, is because there has been a shift in realization, but taking action on that is absolutely not something they're ready to do right now, because they feel like they have time, because they can feel your energy like waiting. That's something I'm getting strong. So again, I would just say, like, does giving to this person, is it giving back to me in any way? If the answer is no, then I would try to force your energy to go somewhere else. That's going to be something that actually gives back to you, not something that you don't have control over. Okay, so that was Sajal. And then next we have Ciney Maria. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. And this is the last person on my list. Okay, Ciney Maria, are you here? Yeah, these are paid readings, guys, but I'm closing my list now. I've been live for like 4 hours or something, and I'm reaching my wit's end, so I'm gonna get off here after this reading. Hello Vestro. So Ciney Maria, where are you at? I'm here. Okay, can I read your question out loud, or do you want me to keep it private? Whoa. I don't know. These are paid readings, but my list is closed. I just have one person left. That was so like cat of me to do that. Yes, okay. Hi, I'm currently seeing someone new, and I'm wondering if this relationship is good for me. I'm really enjoying spending time with him, but it's been a bit rocky, and I have some doubts. I'm not sure what to do. Thank you. Okay. Is this relationship good for you? So good. Okay, you're pretty much closing out a pattern of emotionally overgiving, mothering. So mothering energy is when you're giving to a connection and you're not getting it back. So it could be people pleasing, it could be constantly recognizing, like, how does someone else feel, and how can I make sure that you always feel emotionally comfortable and validated? but you're not aware on if they're actually doing that for you or not. So there is something here about you kind of like giving to the connection when it comes to acting, being kind, being nice, being loving, instead of just being authentic to how you feel, and recognizing what are my needs and how can I make sure that I'm giving and also making sure that I'm receiving my needs as well. So this is like uncomfortable for you because you're actually actively saying, how did I used to feel when I overgave, and how can I make sure that I don't repeat that cycle? And it comes with fears. It comes with fears of abandonment. It comes with fears of like not being heard, maybe fears of being invalidated. But ultimately right now your energy is the 9 of Wands, which is like, I'm freaking tired. I've given a lot. I'm freaking tired. So if you're tired and you want to be supported, make it obvious that you want to be supported. Communicate your needs. Don't overgive when you're tired. Ask yourself how you feel. Check in with yourself. 6 of Swords with the Moon reversed. This is you actually moving into a clear state of mind outside of the projection of the fears in your subconscious mind. So the fears in your subconscious mind maybe in the past are, I have to focus on your emotions and your emotions are more important than mine. My emotions, my needs do not matter. Like if I communicate, I'm going to get invalidated. Your needs are more important than mine. Like things along the lines of that. Because you're coming through with Queen of Pentacles sideways, Queen of Cups sideways, which is both feminine energy, which is both mothering energy. So sideways, it's like, I know that when I overgive, it doesn't feel good, but I don't exactly know how to communicate my emotions without fear. And that's the thing, is there's going to be fear, but you have to do it anyway. So you can give this person the opportunity to help you realize that it is safe to not overgive, that it is safe to communicate your needs, that it is safe to ask for a connection to be equal. So you're being asked to recognize when there's conflict, how you're dealing with conflict, and making sure that you're checking in with your emotions and you're communicating that to your partner to make sure that they know how it is that you're feeling, and you're not just consistently always trying to keep the peace or always trying to like be nice or be kind. And like that's something that you're really being asked to do in this connection. So it's not like this is healthy or unhealthy. It's like this is giving you an opportunity to prove to yourself that you can communicate something to make sure that it's healthy. It's giving you the opportunity to recognize that you have that control. The comments are getting weird, guys. So that's what I'm getting for you. Ciney Maria. Marie! That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. I'm happy it makes sense for you. I'm really happy it makes sense for you. Throat chakra, literally, like, communicate, girl. Okay, guys. I have been live for like 4 hours, so I'm gonna get off now. Thank you guys for buying readings and supporting me. I will be going live at least once a week, maybe more, but I definitely will be going live once a week. So this was so fun. I'm really happy. I felt so recharged because I hadn't been live in so long. I had so much fun with you guys. Thank you to all of my mods. Thank you. Shout out Bestro Edits. Shout out Tiger Lily. Shout out I know Aaron's not here anymore. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Annika, Supreme. I'm trying to shout out all my mods that are in here. If you're a mod, make yourself known. I love you guys. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Love you. When live again? Live again next week. Just subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you'll get uploaded, you'll get notified when I go live. Okay, I love you guys. I need to go before I'm like procrastinating.